What up, man? It's another episode of the Big Mouth Podcast. Big Mouth still in LA, networking with all them on the West Coast. But we gotta keep things rolling over here at the HQ, man. So we brought in a special guest, man, that's been on the radar for a little minute, man. We've been telling you a story. I told you, like I said, I hit you in the DM, and I was like, bro, I've been following that story for a minute. So let the people know who we got on the couch with me today.
Man, I'm Larry Riccio, man, a.k.a. the Cuban assassin in the boxing ring. Man, big cap to the streets. You know what I mean? Professional boxer, 8-0 with 9 knockouts. You know what I mean? YouTuber, 14.K subscribers. You know what I mean? Over 3.5 million views. You know what I mean? Just a good man from the streets that's doing what he's supposed to be doing in life now.
So Cat, man, I feel like we gotta get, since it's your formal introduction to the world, especially you ain't a nobody though. I feel like niggas know you, but to the YouTube side of things and to our platform, man, this our first time for you to be introduced to our guests and things like that. So I feel like we gotta take it from the top, at least for your first one, man.
That's a fact.
So where you originally from?
Man, I was born and raised out Trinidad, 16th Street. When I was like from birth 1990, my birthday July 20th. You know what I'm saying? I like moved from around there. When I was like 6 years old, we moved to Maryland. You know what I mean? My mother, I got 6 sisters. I'm the only boy. So it was a lot going on around Trinidad. So my mother was like, man, we out of this joint, too many shootouts, a lot, you know what I mean, rodents, you know what I mean, rats and stuff in the alley. So my mother, bad shootout happened around Trinidad. And she was like, man, we gone. We went to Maryland. And I've been in Maryland ever since, jumped off the porch out Landover. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I say I'm from Landover. You know what I mean? I'm from Landover. That's where I got all my bones and all that, my name at, you know what I mean? Everybody I knew who around Trinidad, man, they either dead or in jail. So, yeah, I'm from out Landover.
Nah, for real. So you mentioned you was the only boy?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, 6 sisters.
6 sisters. That's all right. So you the oldest, or where you standing at?
I'm the third. There's 2 older than me, 4 younger. Yeah, 4 younger. They all pretty tomboys, you know what I'm saying? Tough, rough, you know what I'm saying? Go-getters. Riccio family. A lot of people know about us.
Okay. So even though, was your father in your life?
Nah, my father died on the day I was supposed to be born. I was born a week later. We actually was supposed to have the same birthday. He died on his birthday. He got shot. He got shot for the second time in his life. He ain't make it. I was in my mother's stomach. I came in like a week and a half later. His birthday on the 7th. My birthday on the 20th. So I came in this world without my father.
For sure. So would you say that your mother was really stepping up and playing both roles for you?
Man, what? No question, man. Everybody know my mother too, man. Mother real thorough, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, she was my mother and my father. And I used to hate when she used to tell me, like, I'm your mother and your father. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes I'd get in trouble and shit. I'd be like, man, I wish my dad was alive. And she'd be like, I'm your mother and your father. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, she definitely stepped up to the plate, Slim. Like, we ain't never won for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We was fresh. You know what I mean? I wrote a book, you know what I'm saying, in prison. You know what I'm saying? And she was mad, but man, my mother used to boost. You know what I'm saying? Mess up the stores, Pentagon City, Tyson's Corner, man. Come back to the block, had a whole block fresh, half price, you know what I'm saying? Fish fries. She do nails, hair. You know what I'm saying? She did everything but sell her body, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I definitely respect my mother. That's my manager with my boxing career also, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go get her.
For real though, I ain't gonna lie. That's all right. My dudes hold it down. Yeah, she held it down for the whole block. I'm telling you, Slim. Nah, that's all right though, bro. So even though, man, when you being a youngin' though, like even though you can still have your mother, you still gotta look out for a lot of girls. They could be older, but you already know how that little big brother shit go.
Yeah, no question.
So did you feel like without having your father and having that absence in your life, you had to step up and be a little bit more tough so you could be the man of the house?
Man, to be honest, right, man, my bloodline thorough, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was crazy because people be thinking that my mother put me in the boxing or whatever, and when they hear that, and you got 6 sisters, I know you was fighting all your life. Nah, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Because they all thorough. You say something wrong to them, they going in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? They're self, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just all how you present yourself too. You know what I'm saying? We're a lovable family. You know what I mean? We don't be on this, we don't be on that, but however you trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it times 10. But to be honest, right now, I ain't never have to really jump out there for my sisters. You know what I'm saying? They carry themselves a certain type of way, and that's what it is. And like I said, they some pretty tomboys, you know what I'm saying? The Recio family, you know what I mean? They know about my sisters. My sisters doing head cooking, everybody doing what they doing, and they never really like got into nothing where as though, you know what I mean? And then first and foremost, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They used to keep stuff from me, especially when I got into the streets at a certain age. Oh, don't tell Larry, you know what I'm saying? Because they know I'm gonna take it to all the way.
I'm gonna take it there.
What happened? You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? They very respectful, you know what I'm saying? They on man time. They women, but women could be on man time also, you know what I'm saying? They on man time, you know what I'm saying? They relatable, you know what I'm saying? Because we all come from the struggle. So like, I ain't never had to fight for them for real, never. In my life for real.
That's all right. That's good though. So you're finding yourself though. So how did you even find yourself getting up off the porch though?
Yeah, to be honest, right, man. It was the streets. And it take a while for a man to find himself, to be honest. You know what I mean? My mother kicked me out at 16. I hit the streets of Orlando, you know what I mean? Literally was sleeping outside and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I knew myself then. You know what I'm saying? Started robbing drug dealers, got into the street life. Here it is, I'm a professional, amateur boxer at the time. You know what I'm saying? Nationally ranked. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been in it. We used to go to tournaments. It'd be me, Javante Davis, Dominique Wade, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Rivers is like, you know what I'm saying? All these people you see on TV right now, you know what I'm saying? I used to box with them. And when my mother put me out, I got into the streets and started doing manly stuff. You know what I'm saying? 16 years old, sleeping outside. So I started robbing drug dealers to feed myself and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I knew myself then, but I didn't learn myself until I went to prison years later, Slim.
So let me ask you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What led up to that for your mother to kick you out?
To be honest, man, I used to, like, she was going through her own little stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as dealing with 7 kids and she doing it by herself and stuff like that. But I started adapting to the streets. You know what I'm saying? With having 6 sisters, being in the house with 6 sisters. Man, I'm trying to not having a father. You know what I'm saying? I kind of started hanging out in the streets, seeing older dudes who in the streets and thorough. You know what I'm saying? My father was thorough from what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tell me the same story. Your father wasn't no joke, this and that. So when I meet a thorough dude in the streets, I'm like, damn, that's the father I always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, the younger dudes, you know what I'm saying, around my way, you know what I'm saying, around Ardmore and Orlando. I'm like, these the brothers I always wanted growing up. So I started sliding into the streets, to be honest. Started smoking weed, hanging out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of going to the gym every day. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of, you know what I'm saying? Because when you amateur boxing, you go to the gym every day. It ain't no going outside riding your bike and this and that. Nah, I leave school, I'm going to the gym. Round 1 boxing gym on Ritchie Road and Central Avenue. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around champions. Sean Bay Mitchell, William Joppy, Hassan Rockman. You know what I'm saying? I was in the gym with Hassan Rockman when he knocked out Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up around all them. My mother wanted to keep me around some men. You know what I'm saying? So like I started adapting to the streets and just looking for that love. You know what I'm saying? That brotherly love and that manly love. You know what I'm saying? And then end up going a bad route. Looking for love.
So when you was a youngin', right?
Yeah.
You mentioned looking up and looking for that father figure outside in the streets type shit. Why do you feel like it wasn't enough just to have your dukes at home where you needed to find that father figure outside, or that male role model outside in the streets?
Because honestly, it was like, my mother's a woman. She a woman. How can she tell me how to be a man? You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, everything she used to say was on point. It was down to the T. It was the truth. And I didn't find out till years later, you know what I'm saying? Because prime example, I told her, man, I want to take a break from boxing, man. I don't want to box. I keep going to these gym every day. I want to go outside and hang out. I told her, this is my exact words. I said, I want to be a kid. She like, nah, you ain't being no kid. Nah, you going to the gym, da-da-da-da. So I'm thinking she is, you know what I mean, being over abuse, you know what I'm saying? Like, making me do what she want to do, but she was doing it for the better. But, you know what I'm saying, I ended up, you know what I'm saying, looking for that. I just felt like at that time, and I was wrong, that my mother couldn't teach me how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a man to teach me how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted brothers, you know what I'm saying? I wanted certain stuff, and I just felt like my mom Like, she's a woman. She couldn't play the role of a man, but whole time she could. Because everything she said about me not taking a break, she said, if you take a break from boxing, man, you're going to fall off. Everything she said, Slim, was down to the T. But I just couldn't take it from my mother. I couldn't accept it because she was a woman. That's in my eyes. I'm like, she don't know what she talking about. And she was right the whole time. So I was looking for the father figure in the streets and in the hood.
Real shit. Because your mother the one that brought you into boxing to begin with.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So what was that even like, though? She just picked you up and was like, come on, we about to go teach your ass how to fight right there.
Freaking, how I have it, Slim. I went into football first, then I went into karate. Then she was like, you about to start boxing. I ain't never questioned her. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? She took me down Sugar Ray Leonard gym out Landover, which is the gym I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? And she introduced it to Mr. Hinton. You know what I'm saying? This is the Sugar Ray Leonard boxing gym. He connected with Sugar Ray Leonard and stuff. And we went in that joint and she was like, she was like, you want me to coach Mr. Hinton? So Mr. Hinton, I came in there, he sat me down. And he was like, son, when you come in this gym, I'm your father, your mother, your grandmother. I tell you what to do. So I'm like, oh, all right. So when we got to the car, I said, I don't want to box for him. I said, no. So I said, hell nah. I said, hell nah. I said, nah, Slim, I don't even like him. So she took me down round 1 on Central Avenue and Ritchie Road, introduced me to Brenda Davis, Adrian Davis. So I got into that gym, you know what I'm saying? And man, I fell in love with that joint. I was one of the first kids in that joint, besides their grandson, DeAndre Davis, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Me and him was in the gym, but then other kids started coming down more and more. And that's where, man, I fell in love with boxing, Slim. I fell in love with it, Slim. And like through high school, middle school, I done won belts. I got about 6 belts in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like became a nationally ranked champion and just took off with the boxing career. I was cool with it once you put me in. And once you put me in, it was just naturally. To be honest, hell yeah.
So starting out when we was youngin', right? Getting into the amateur game, you starting to see promise in it. Because you telling me middle school, you catching championship belts and things like that. Even with all that promise on the boxing side that your mother led you to, why you feel like you still started to yearn over on the streets?
To be honest, because she started, I started at 9 years old. I fought a guy from Baltimore, Emmanuel Taylor, Slim. Hard-hitting dude from Umar Boxing Gym at the time. And you know what I'm saying? And I got into it, won my first fight. You know what I'm saying? My amateur record is 138 wins with like 28 losses. You know what I'm saying? I've been ranked 1 in the country, 2 in the country, 3 in the country, 1 silver gloves 5 years in a row. Always winning outstanding boxer for the DMV. You know what I'm saying? So like, it got tiring to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a youngin', you don't see what your parent is doing for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, here it is. This is my career. Even though I'm a kid, this is my career. You know what I'm saying? And once I got to a certain age, I felt burnt out. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to box no more because I ain't been a kid. From 9 through 15, I'm doing nothing but literally boxing. Kansas City, California, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Georgia. We going out of town. We punishing these dudes. You feel me? So like, I got to a point when I'm going to school and they be like, man, what's up, man, Larry, man? Hey, bro, we was outside. We did this yesterday. I'm like, oh, yeah. So I'm like, dang, I missed that outside. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, we going here this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to my fight. So I was like, man, nah, bro. I'm like, Mom, I'm telling my mother, like, nah, bro, I don't want to box no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not understanding that that's really my career. Because prime example, been boxing with Javante Davis. That's my little man, Roach. You know what I'm saying? I saw Lamont Roach throw his first punch. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, he got 6 toes on his right foot. I met him in a hotel out New York for the Golden Gloves. We go in the hotel, we go into the pool because, you know, we kids, we love pool. So we like, yeah, what's up, y'all? So they like, where y'all from? We like, man, we from DC and Maryland. So they like, man, we from Philly. All right, what's up with y'all? And then this man, Danny Garcia, was in the hot tub with somebody. He was like, yo, bro, he got 6 toes. So we like, nah, hell nah. I ain't lift this foot up. He had 6 toes on his joint. I'm like, oh, kill. So here it is. I'm doing a boxing network. So, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I mean? After a while, I got burnt out with it. You know what I'm saying? I got over like almost 200 amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't had no childhood. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I'd have stuck with it, I would have been Javante Davis and Danny Garcia and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I hate the path that I went down because everybody had their own path. You know what I'm saying? But that's what she was trying to do for me. Look, man, you boxing, man, you doing this and doing that, but I ain't see no I could make money at 18, 19, co-professional and stick if I'd have stuck with it because it was a career. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I chose to, you know what I mean, have some fun and be a kid, not that and rebel against my mom. So yeah, that's what happened.
No, I feel you. But you don't feel like you was getting some of that childhood, like when you was out there, like saying like the hotels and experiences that the other kids didn't get, but you wanted those at home experiences.
Most definitely. Hey, look, because we used to be out of town having fun, Slim. Hey, Slim. Oh man, going out of town, and then like I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? So we going to Kansas and this and that, and traveling the world with just boxing alone. You know what I'm saying? I did, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because then here's it come. I come back home after being out here for 3 days a week or something, and my neighborhood kids, the men from around the neighborhood, the kids, hey bro, you missed this when we was doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? It just like I believe right now, just thinking about it, it was got too much pressure. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see what she was really doing for me. You know what I'm saying? When you a kid, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You just like, man, she trying to make me do this and that.
You think they your worst enemy?
Yeah,
no fun,
bro. Like, why you trying to make me do this? Can I chill? Can I have some fun?
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, the fun could have started once I got that big bread. You know what I'm saying?
And they was setting you up to have a whole bunch of fun later on down the line.
So now, you know what I mean? It was a great learning experience because now I could teach the kids, man, look, do this, man, when you 13, 14. That's why I be telling all the amateur boxers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the boxing network real heavy, and I tell them my story, like, man, look, I was doing this, I was doing that. Most of them know me anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, tell them, like, bro, this is your job. Don't think you're going to have a job once you get to 18, 20. No, this is your job now. You 13 years old? All right, well, bet. Look, you need to fight. You need to be in that gym. I know your mom, your dad might be, but listen, they helping you, Slim, and they relate to me. And I tell them, like, look, I was doing this, I was doing that, nationally ranked champion, and I took a break. And that break, man, it ended up going another route, and I had to catch up back years later. So now I love that it happened because now I could tell these youngins my experience and keep them straight. You know what I'm saying? That's the main goal right there.
No, for
The
real.
main goal.
So no, yeah, and I'm glad you is doing that for the youngest because I feel like even me, you, everybody, I feel like every kid go through that stage, especially if you progressing with sports, like you actually nice with it. You go through that stage where you feel like your parents wanting to do more hurt and harm to you than good, and you need that coach or somebody outside that did something to be like, nah, this what you hear me. That just put that extra little battery in your back, that extra validation to what your people is that they ain't your enemy and they ain't trying to hurt you. Nah, so I definitely, I'm glad you is doing that for sure. I tip my hat to you for that.
Yeah.
So when you did finally start moving more towards the streets, did you set down boxing all the way, or how was it going? Because you said your mother kicked you out at 16, so you was still going to the gym, or was you like, fuck it at that point?
Nah, it was dead. I was sleeping in the car in front of my man house. You know what I'm saying? I even slept outside one time, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And one night I was sleeping in his front. He was like, man, you can sleep in the car right there. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy that I thought was my friend. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be my man. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you can sleep in the car. It was a car in his driveway with the little car cover on it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't see inside of it. So he's like, man, you can sleep in the car. So I started sleeping in the car. And you know what I'm saying? One day I'm in the car sleep. I used to go to sleep in the car, walk down the street to Flowers because I was going to Flowers High School. A lot of people in school ain't even know I was, you know what I'm saying, homeless, you know what I'm saying, sleeping outside. You know what I mean? I go in there, wash up, go to breakfast and all that, go to school. So one night I'm sleeping in the car. It's cold as hell, Slim, and I'm like, dang. So I got doo-doo, bro. I'm like, bro, I got doo-doo. I'm like, dang, middle of the night. So I can't doo-doo on the side of my man house, you feel me? Need some doo-doo. I'm going to the park up the street, Alamo Park. Feel me? Same park I got shot at years later, you know what I'm saying? So I go up the joint, go in the woods, take a dunk. So now, mind you, it's cold. So I'm like, dang, what I'm gonna wipe with? So I'm like, either I got two choices. Wipe myself with my drawers or use one of my socks. Feel me? Mind you, it's cold. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't about to give up one of my socks. So I take off my drawers off, wipe myself with my drawers and throw them in the woods, go back to the car. Went back to the car, Slim. That night, Slim, I was just, when I got back in that car, I was just crying. I was cursing God. I was like, man, you killed my father. You know what I'm saying? You got me sleeping in the car. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I just like, I'm about to turn up in these streets. I said, I'm about to go ahead, go hard in the streets. start getting money in the streets because I can't take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? The next day I went and robbed somebody for drugs and started hustling. And ever since that day, that's when I got knee deep into the streets. I was just doing what I thought I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't going to no gym because I ain't even got nowhere to wash up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nowhere to wash up. And I had a couple good men around that joint like, why you ain't in the gym, bro? But I'm embarrassed. I'm like, I ain't about to tell you I'm sleeping outside, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother always told me that, man, never had your hand out. You know what I'm saying? Get your own. Don't be asking people for stuff. So, like, you know what I mean? Then I'm embarrassed about it. I'm like, damn, I don't want to tell nobody I'm sleeping outside. I ain't ate all day and sort of type. So, nah, boxing was completely cut out. I'm in the streets. Especially after I hit my first lick and got some money. I'm like, yeah, this is what it is right here. Yeah, so... yeah, that's how it was. I was not going to the gym at all. None of that because I couldn't wash up, point blank.
So at no point did you like, you ain't even try to reach back to my Duke, so you was just like, fuck it. Like that night, you ain't be like, man, fuck it. Like, Ma, like, I need you. You was like, nah.
Nah, hey, Slim, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't seen my mother for 6 months straight. I ain't see my mother or talk to my sisters for 6 months straight, Slim. And so happened, I'm going to Flowers High School. So people know about this situation. I'm in the school. I'm hustling in the school. I'm in the joint, drinking liquor, you know what I'm saying? My man Leaf got me drunk one day, you know what I'm saying? So we in the school and somebody got bad, you know what I'm saying? 12th grade. I'm in like the 9th, 8th grade. 9th, 10th grade. So like, and then my man Bizzle, right? He got into it with a dude in the hallway. And this is just me. I'm like, what's up? You want me pop him? He like, you ain't gonna pop him. I'm like, I'm gonna pop him, bro. He like, I bet you $100. So I'm like, $100. He give me some money. So I went past and I bumped the dude. Feel me? And as soon as he called me the B word, I teed off on him. Boom, 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 boom. Joint ain't even stop you. Boom, 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 boom. Hit him with a body shot, all that.
He put a switch on that motherfucker.
And they tell you, Slim, hey, once I got the goal, bro, I was like, he knocked out on his feet. He started choking. You feel me? I hit him with the little, hey, wake up, you big man. Boom, 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 boom. And then ran off. So I ran off, I started breaking, got off, you feel me? I'm supposed to be in class and all that. This is at Flowers High School. Men be vouching for my stories because they know what it is. So I runs off, you feel me? Go, and then I sneaks into class. When I come out of class, I come in the hallway. I come in the hallway with my mother in that joint. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what's up? She like, man, what's up? So I'm like, nothing. She like, nigga, I hear about you in these streets. You out here lunching. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right. Like, what you thought was going to happen? You know what I'm saying? So she heard about a little situation that I did. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? With some gunplay. And she like, man, everybody calling me about you doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, what's up? So I'm like, what's up? Like, so I ended up you know what I'm saying? Ended up like going home. You know what I'm saying? And I went home about twice to make a long story short. And every time she get mad, she's like, get the fuck out of my house. The second time, bro, I was like, all right, I ain't coming back. I said, don't think I'm coming back at all. And I stayed out there, bro. I stayed in the streets, bro. I really turned up in the streets. And you know what I'm saying? One day, like, I used to be hot, bro. I used to rob dudes and dudes just like, I'm thorough. You know what I'm saying? I'm already known for boxing, knocking dudes out. So dudes started putting me on licks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Cap, I do got 5,000. Dude got this and that. So I started robbing. You know what I'm saying? I'm on, it was MySpace at the time. This is back in the day. I'm on MySpace, you hear me? With a whole bunch of money. I'm like, yeah, just rally. My mother called me so fast. I'm like, oh, it's my mother. What's up? She like, you on the internet with all that money? She like, nigga, we need to. So I'm like, man, just come hard at me. So she came around and picked me up. She like, boy, you hot out this joint. You man, everybody calling me talking about you doing this and that. She like, man, I see you online with all that money, man. You need to chill. She said, look, if you gonna be out here, you need to be more quiet about what you doing. Don't be all loud and stuff like that, just giving me game. And she was like, nigga, give me some of that money.
At the end of all that, she like,
at the end of it, nigga, give me some of that money. So like, oh yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So she was teaching me the game, but I never went back home after that. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with sleeping there, here, and there. Now I'm house hopping. I like got to start messing with a female around the way. So now when she's sneaking me in the house, you know what I mean, end up getting her pregnant. Now we about to have a son, you know what I'm saying, which is my son and that now today, Damari. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really sleeping outside. I'm getting some money. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it was over with. And my mindset, bro, that was a good question you asked too, because in my mindset, I'm like, man, I'm just helping my mom out from the streets. Like, she got my 6 sisters to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I do me out here, and if she needs something, I'm able to provide. I can't provide in her house. She ain't not gonna allow me to do certain stuff. So, and now it was over with. No more mama.
So you ain't never really had no animosity or anger towards your mother or sisters because you still helping them from the street. So it still was all love essentially.
Yeah,
so you
no
knew what she
question.
was doing.
No, not at the moment. I ain't know what she was doing, but you know what I'm saying. I just adapted. You know what I'm saying. I didn't understand what she was doing till years later. You know what I'm saying? Because in my head, you know what I mean. I'm thinking, she just she my mother was going through her own growing pains at the same time too, Slim. And I learned this with myself. Being a single parent is one of the hardest things in the world, Slim. She got 6 kids. I got 1 right now that I'm taking care of. I'm taking care of my son. I go to work. You know what I'm saying? I go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And then I take care of my son. That's a 24-hour job. You know what I'm saying? So it took for me to get put in her shoes to see what was going on and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now I understand. But at the time, I ain't even care. I ain't hold no, like, F my mother and I don't like my mother type shit. It was like, cool, I'm out here. You feel me? Like, I always been the type to just adapt to my situation that's going on. Can't cry about it. I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't blaming this person. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's never no bad blood because, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I call it is what it is.
No, for sure. So even carrying that motto and all that type of mentality into the streets, you feel like when you hopped in the streets, you was coming from a place of anger. That's what made you go so hard with not having a father and like all that trauma and suppressed like emotion. You feel like a lot of that is what made you go so hard because a lot of niggas don't jump in the joint on licks and shit like that. You feel me? Niggas gonna hustle. Niggas gonna figure. You feel me? You gonna find your lane for sure. But a lot of niggas ain't gonna go head first and be like, nah, my shit about to be licks. You hear me?
Yeah. That's a fact, bro. I did have a lot of anger in me. And that's why I was so good at boxing because, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, anytime something going bad in my life or I'm down or this and that, I'm like, man, I wish my father was alive. You know what I'm saying? And that was an anger problem that I had. That was something that I didn't know how to deal with. And the only way I deal with that, when people don't understand, when you going through something and your pain, I like to take my pain out on other people. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and you do it non-consciously and consciously. You know what I'm saying? When a person is having a bad day, they might get to snapping at you. What? You know what I mean? McDonald's person, yeah, I told you to do Bob. And it's all because they going through something in their life and they, you know what I mean? They going through pain, so they can't really digest it right now and they direct that pain over people. So once I got into the streets, which is, my mother always taught me, if niggas don't respect you, then they do anything to you. So I'm saying I'm gonna get big respect that way. I'm gonna make everybody respect me. And I directed my pain with knocking dudes out. You know what I'm saying? We in parties, you look at me wrong, this and that. I'm knocking you out, you know what I mean? Going on my little licks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I might pistol whip you, you play with me, you ain't trying to give me that bread. You know what I'm saying? And that's I really directed my pain, everything I was going through. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I was sleeping in that car, Slim, I was suicidal. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to die, but I couldn't. So my mother, I was born Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I was born Muslim. My mother would say, if you yourself, you're going to hellfire. So I'm like, I can't kill myself. You know what I'm saying? I had thoughts of that though. So in my head, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go hard in these streets and I'm gonna make somebody kill. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do it myself. So that's what I was doing. I was doing certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? To make a dude come, man, holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes I used to rob, and I was on man time with it. I might have caught some drugs from you, bought some drugs from you, then my money get messed up. I come to you like, man, like, hey, man, play. Look, man, I'm just like dog right now. Go ahead, throw me this, throw me that. You might be like, nah. Call you the next day, be like, man, I got this and that. You gonna come pull up, I'm gonna rob you. Then you gonna call me. They all did the same thing. Man, Shorty, you dang, what's up, Shorty? You gonna rob me? Like, I was dealing with older heads and all that. So, Shorty, you gonna do that to me? I'm like, hey, I called you 2 days ago and asked you to put me on. Look, bro, I'm telling you like this right now. I'm homeless. You know what I'm saying? I'm available though also. I took your stuff. I'm out here. I'm in Landover. You want to come do something to me? Do it. You know what I'm saying? So that was me putting my pain, like you said, man. I was taking my frustration out on other people in the world. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, like all of that stuff is like therapeutic to me. Fighting and like when I fight, bro, I could be having the baddest day in the world, and me and bro get to punching, boop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop. You feel me? I'm like, what I was mad at, bro? Like it was
Nah,
like
for
it's
real.
crazy, like it's therapeutic to me. So that's why I love boxing. That's why like none of these fighters out here will be able to even deal with me in the ring. Cause I really love this. Like you will pay me $5,000 to fight somebody for sure. I will fight him for free.
Like,
you know what I'm
shit,
saying?
Shawty
Like
said, I'm about to
this
go
what I
ahead.
do. You know what I'm
That
saying?
nigga
Like
said, oh, you better put some bread on it? Oh,
you
all right, bet.
you a boxer. Like I do this for pain and pleasure. Go ahead, pit, boom, hit me. Oh yeah, that was a good one. You feel me? Like I love pain. I'm a pain freak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I take my frustration out. I done learn how to control it now. At first, I didn't know how to control it. Being sent to the penitentiary, federal penitentiary, to learn me how to control it and use it wisely. You know what I'm saying? Because you can use it wisely and you can use it badly. You know what I'm saying? So now I just get paid for my pain. You know what I'm saying? And that's, yeah, I definitely used to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So even when you jumped out in the streets, was it all sweet for you, or did you jump in there? Because a lot of niggas, they first time in there, you 16 jive late. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like to
No
really
question.
be full go in the street, 16 jive late. Not super late, but it's a
Right.
little bit later
No
than
question.
some other niggas. So you ain't coming into the streets with no problems, like being later as far as like running into police situations. Like you ain't had no run-ins with the laws early, or was your shit all smooth?
Nah, I did. I run into a lot of law enforcement because now I was like a daredevil, bro. Nothing scared me. The more dangerous it is, the more I want to do it. So you know what I'm saying? Like
he said,
they
"Fuck
tell
it."
you, and people would tell you this. Everybody got a crazy situation that I did. When people see me, they ain't seen me in a minute. They're like, "Hey, Larry, man, what's up?" Man, you remember you did this crazy shit? I'm like, "Oh yeah, I did do that shit." I'll be like, "Oh, all right." I'm like, they take me reminiscing because you know what I'm saying. Like, but see, me, I'm the type to adapt. Like, you know what I'm saying. I adapt to the situation that's going on. You know what I'm saying. So when I start getting to the streets, you know what I'm saying, I went full throttle. You know what I'm saying. No breaks, no nothing. And it always stuck in my head. Make them respect you. Make them respect you. You feel me? Like, so like, I ain't take no disrespect, no nothing. You know what I mean? And that ended up, like you said, man, I started running to law enforcement because here it is. I'm a guy that came from boxing. Now I'm playing with pistols and I'm selling drugs and
You got a known face because you came from boxing.
and I'm wild. I'm wild. So the average person is not trying to do nothing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And you know what I'm saying? You couldn't disrespect me, male or female. So I started knocking people out straight up. What you say? Yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about clean joint. I got some of the best knockouts, bro. So you hear me? So when it came that is people putting assault charges on me. I didn't have robbery charges put on me. I done robbed dudes for weed. My first felony is I robbed a dude for weed. You feel me? At Largo. You know what I'm saying? So like dudes is putting charges on me. Caught my first murder at 19, a joint that I ain't even do. But see, I done did all this reputation since 16. Here it is, I'm 19. We get into it with some dudes. Their hood get shot up that night. They say I did it. You feel me? Nigga, I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like, but see, it's like I've been putting in so much work and I'm so wow, it's Lurie. It had to be Lurie. It's Lurie. They don't even know.
Lurie gonna do some shit like that.
You hear me? So, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. I start running to the law. And with me running into the law, they snatching me up, you know what I mean? Every other month, bro. Tommy Broadwater, man. Shout out Tommy Broadwater, man. That's my peoples, bro. Still to this day, he used to come get me every time, you know what I'm saying? Every time, bro. I'm talking about come and get me, bro. So I ain't never really did no time, you know what I'm saying? So like, I started running to law enforcement and I'm wild. I'm cursing them out, but that backfired on me years later. Me keep beating all these charges and me getting out of the way of stuff that I really did. They end up putting a crime on me that I didn't do years later. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how that went.
Oh, for sure. So I remember you speaking on your YouTube channel when you caught that first felony with the Largo shit.
Yeah.
That shit. How old was you around that time when you caught that?
Man, how old was I? Had to be like, oh yeah, I was 20. I was about 20. Was I 20? Yeah, I was about 20 because when I come home, September. I came home in September, what year? 2013. No, actually, I was like 22 because I came home. I ended up getting sentenced to it in the beginning of 2023, but I caught it in 2022. You feel me? I caught it in 2022 and bonded out off of it. I had $125,000 bond, so I stayed in the prison. I stayed in jail, county jail, for 4 months because they had my bond so high. You feel me? Ended up bonding out 4 months later, so that's when I ended up freaking going home on bond, end up catching an assault on my cousin and another armed robbery. You know what I'm saying? And then that was the end of that year. It was over with.
It's shorty.
Yeah,
It's like,
luncheon.
fuck. I bonded out. Fuck it. I'm a drag. You
Man,
hear
I
me?
started tripping, bro, because I just had that every time I get out. And see, that's why I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody in jail, but niggas need to go to jail. They need to sit down.
So you saying if you wouldn't have bonded out, your ass would have been cool?
Man, if I got sent up the road and saw how prison really was, nah, I wouldn't have. It'd have been dead. Nah, I ain't doing that no more.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I was one of the ones in prison, but just being caged up like an animal and
You ain't
seeing
had to
how
be.
prison is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I ain't with this. No, I chill. I cool it. You know what I'm saying? Just being locked in that room, having to fight for your life. You know what I'm saying? Hungry. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, anybody tell you like that been locked up with me, prison was fun to me. Like I was doing me, but just being caged up like an animal, bruh. I'd have been learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't catch my first prison time to 26 years old, years later. You know what I'm saying? I kept getting them slaps on the wrist and beating them. That actually made me worse. Yeah, the police can't
Nigga feel
touch
like,
me.
yeah.
Get Thomas Mooney. I done gave Thomas Mooney probably over $50,000 for different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Different bondsmen. You know what I mean? Giving Tommy this, giving Tommy that. You know what I'm saying? And that just made me worse. That just made me like think I was untouchable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
That shit. Hey, you got snitched on that case, didn't you?
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude told the police that I robbed him for $50. And I ain't take nothing but 2 pounds of loud from him. You know what I mean? And that told me right there, like, dang, like these dudes are telling on you about that. So that was a good experience right there, because that kind of made me, you know what I'm saying, get out the streets, you know what I'm saying? And
Nigga snitched on you on some street shit.
yeah, bro.
That nigga, yeah.
Man, and it taught me something, you know what I'm saying? Everything I go through, I learned from it. You understand what I'm saying? And when that happened right there, and I sat down, see, I did some county jail time. County jail time ain't nothing, though. That ain't prison, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm in there. When you violent, you gonna rube the jail because you violent. I fight you, I push the knife, you gonna do whatever you want in the prison, you know what I'm saying? Or the jail, you know what I'm saying? So I was still having fun. There ain't even no knives in the county jail. You know what I'm saying? That was really the problem too. Once you get into these compounds and you see a guy get butchered, that's when it really hits you like, damn,
Like this shit ain't the county no more.
yeah, like I might gotta do that to somebody, or somebody might gotta do that to me, like, dang. And then we get locked in our shells for 3 weeks. It really wake you up to what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And when you get on them 3 weeks lockdown in that cell, Slim, that's when it hit you like, bro, ain't nothing worth being here. Ain't nobody, you were arguing at the gas station, we get into it and we get to fighting, or I pull my pistol out and do something to you, robbing people for drugs, you know what I'm saying? Because I need some money, so I think ain't nothing worth being in that box, bro. Ain't nothing worth being in that box, bro. Nothing. Ain't nothing besides protecting yourself. Oh, he gonna do something to me, and it's a legitimate threat. You know what I'm saying? Because all threats do have to get eliminated. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't even, I'm talking about a threat where it's like it's in person, somebody trying to pull a gun on you and y'all get to fighting over the gun and you get the best of them. Other than that, ain't nothing worse being in that joint. I'm a sucker. I'm the B word. I'm whatever you want to call me. Cool, you got it, bro. Because I know it's dudes in prison right now who then took dudes off earth. You know, they say, man, I wish I knew, man. It wasn't even worth it. Because
something like that.
It wasn't even worth it, because at the end of the day, when you get that 20 or them 30 years, right, and you sit in the cell, that's when you digest the plan. I was at the gas station. Me and this dude bumped each other. He got to calling me the B words. I whipped out my gun and I shot him. Now I got 30 years. Was this 30 years worth me and him, you know what I'm saying, going through that? And listen, niggas know I'm a thorough nigga. Like, I'm not going for nothing. You couldn't call me no names back in the day. I'm gonna knock you out. I knocked niggas out in the gas station. I knocked dude out in the bank before. You know what I'm saying? Got up out of there. You hear me? Like, what you say to me, pink pop poop? All sweet joints too. All sweet joints. So like, when you see, that's what prison do to you. It make you think and make you really digest like what you been doing, how you been moving. And when you in that cell, when you been in it with a dude, like, bro, man, man, take care of your life, man, when you go home, bro. I got 30 years, bro. I did that to that dude, man. I might pass away in here. It's like, dang, right. You gotta be on these 3 week lockdowns and 2 weeks lockdowns for 30 years. Even though you're gonna adapt to it, you never could all the way adapt to it, because you're not mentally insane. You feel me? It might turn you mentally insane though. You just get a tripping out in the jail. But like, when you're a human being, bro, that's no way to live. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that told me right there. Like, all right, ain't nothing in the streets worth me getting in trouble no more.
Yeah, jail full of, motherfucking the graveyard full of tough niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jail full of niggas that park the tough niggas.
No question, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. But even though, man, you jumped in the streets and you felt like you was untouchable, all right?
Yeah.
But you ended up going through your own situations on the other side of that shit too, though, all right?
Yeah, no question.
How did that situation come about, though?
What, me getting shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that was a good question because I did think I was untouchable for a second. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing so much, and people fail to realize when you get these fake superpowers, you touching people and you move in a certain type of way, you thinking like, yeah, I'm the one. Ain't nobody the one, because anybody could get got at the end of the day. It's all about playing chess. And the first time I got shot, Slim, you know what I mean, they came around my way. I had did something to them. You know what I'm saying? The dude that shot me 5 times, I shot him 6 times, probably like a year before that. You know what I'm saying? Shot him and a couple of his homies. And you know what I'm saying? When I got hit, I was like, dang, I was like, they got me back. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sad or nothing, you know what I mean? I was just like, because as a man, I was like, when I got hit 8 days after my 21st birthday. I didn't even think I was gonna make it to my 21st birthday. You know what I'm saying? And when I got hit 5 times, Slim. Hit boom, bomb, boom, bomb. I'm like, oh, he hit me. You know what I'm saying? So got to hit him back and this and that. So they wrote, and then when I was in the hospital, I was just thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you digest stuff. See, that's when you digest stuff. It'd be a little past too late. You feel me? Like, that's why I be telling my story. But nevertheless, I'm in the hospital. I'm like, man, nigga got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I made it through. So I'm like, as a man though, like it is what it is. They hit me. I found out who it was. Like, my man came up there, told me who did it. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm like, I was kind of excited about it because I'm like, I hit him, he hit me, and this is, you know what I'm saying, how life go. You not untouchable, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you caught them down bad, he caught you down bad. I'm high off an EP around my way. You know what I'm saying? With a gun on me, thinking, nah, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me.
Untouchable.
And
really.
it came back. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from all them situations, Slim. I ain't cry about it or nothing. I was like, I was touche to him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, all right, got me. You know what I'm saying? And this is like the streets. It's like a war zone, like real live army. You know what I'm saying?
You still in that mentality.
Yeah, bro.
You was like, this shit all part of it, gang.
Yeah, part of it, bro. How can I be mad about a guy coming putting that hot stuff on me, and I done did that to multiple people? You know what I'm saying? So you can't cry about that. I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? And it told me right there, like, dang, like, bro, you not untouchable, bro. It's all about chess, how smart you is. You know what I'm saying? And how you moving. You know what I'm saying? And man, to be honest, that's when I wanted to get out the streets though. After I got hit, I wanted to get out the streets. But
you ain't.
I
was about to say.
Hey, Slip, I spent 3 days in the hospital. A week later, I robbed a dude for some weed. So steak was in my stomach and all that, bro. Steak was in my stomach and all that, bro. And I say that to say, like, I felt like God done put roads in front of me, bro. He was like, all right, when I got shot, I had a little, you know what I'm saying? I got shot. I took all the weed off me, gave my stuff up, you know what I mean? Because I'm hustling. So when I came out from the hospital, man, I sold all my stuff. I had about $350 to my name, bro. Literally $350. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling, and I'm like, I'm out of the streets. I was messing with a female named Yasmin at the time. So she's like, Larry, you gonna get out of the streets? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I got shot 5 times. Yeah, I'm gone. So she like, that's good. So, bro, no lie, bro. One night we watching Sharders, bro. We chilling, and I'm watching how they rob you. I'm like, she ain't never saw this. I'm like, look, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the stuff I be living. And somebody called me, bro. He was like, man, what's up? I got a couple pounds. Like 10 o'clock at night, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you calling me for, man? In my head, I'm thinking he trying to rob me, but the whole time, this is God, bro.
Don't say God put you on the lick, nigga.
Nah, listen.
I was about to say.
This is God sending me a signal, because here it is. I'm trying to get out of the streets.
He gonna give you that test.
What you want to do for real? You understand what I'm saying? So he like, this call come in, and I'm like, hey, what's up? He like, man, I got this and that. So I'm like, oh, yeah, man, I ain't know nothing. Hang up. My man called me. He like, my man, it's like a movie, bro. I would never lie to you, never cap, bro. My man like, yeah, what's up, man? I need a lick. This me and my man, my co-defendant. Man, the joint that I got locked up for, he my co-defendant. We used to rob. He got one, I got one. You know what I'm saying? He got one, I got one. And he like, man, I need a lick, man. I messed up. I'm like, man, I ain't got nothing going on, bro. know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm out. You feel me? Like, man, hey, look, man, you find something, call me, bro. Hang up the phone. When I hang up the phone, bro, here it is. I get to thinking, like, you got 350 to you. You talking about you out the streets. What you gonna go back to boxing now? You just got shot up 5 times. What you gonna do? So I always thought about that in my cell, and it was like, God, like, you wanna get out? All right, let me see you. And it was either I go left and stay out the streets, or I go right and go rob dude. And I went right and went rob dude. And it just went downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? He gave you signs and symbols. Slim, you gotta pay attention to him. Because maybe I'd have healed up from the shots right there and been on back on the boxing network. You know what I'm saying? Because I bounced back from the shots. You know what I'm saying? I might have been back on the boxing network doing what I'm supposed to be doing. He might have got me a sponsor, $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. It just got better. But I chose to go another route. You know what I'm saying? And that what came from me not paying attention to his signs and symbols.
Oh, for sure. So you get shot, discharge yourself 3 days later, then you go on a lick. You hear me? So you back full London in the streets?
Man, back all the way. I'm jamming. I'm going out and to run through all that. You hear me? I'm jamming, Slim, and it was like I never even got shot. Taking the Percocets, got the staples out my stomach. I still had a bullet in my leg when I did that. The day that I did that, I went and got the bullet cut out my leg, Slim. They popped the bullet out blue. Dr. Bed cut the joint out. You know what I'm saying? The joint came to my surface. You know what I'm saying? Because the joint had hit me like in my back and fell down on my stomach. You know what I'm saying? It fell down on my stomach and went down to my leg. You feel me? So end up cutting the joint out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back full throttle in the streets. Just going hard. Slim, back to what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? When I said I wanted to get out the streets.
Mm-hmm. So right then and there, right? You feel like that turned you up getting shot and you going full back throttle? Because you, like you said, you had 350 your name. You hit that lick. You feeling back good? Like,
yeah.
So
I was feeling bad. I was just like feeling like the man, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But I had PTSD like a month. I didn't feel the same. Like, all right, black car saw me. A black car. They came through in a black car with black tents. I'm out Mitchellville with my little friend or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? We smoking and stuff. And I'm paying attention, like, you know what I'm saying? So I see a car coming down the street with black cars and a black car with black tents. I'm like, go. I'm like, go. I'm like, go. She's like, what's going on? She trying to feel. I'm like, go. The car coming. She turned around, bro. And now I done whipped out the dog. You feel me? I'm about to hit it this joint. I'm about to get out the window and hit. The car ended up going into the driveway and going into a garage, Slim.
Going home.
I'm like, oh. She's like, what's wrong? She like, can I go? Like, what to do? I said, man, go back and park. I'm like, damn. I'm like, tell her, I'm like, I'm apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. I said, the car that shot me was black car with black tents. And when I just saw that car, just freaked out. So now I got PTSD. I'm viciously on this and that. You know what I'm saying? And it did make me worse. It made me worse, Slim. You know what I'm saying? It made me worse. But to be honest, I already was y'all like a little teed up. That just sent me overboard, to be honest. Yeah, I ain't want to get shot no more, Slim.
But that wasn't your last time getting shot, right?
Nah, I ended up getting shot like a couple years later. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of my boxing career. I'm 7-0. So I ended up doing the time for the Largo joint, the little weed situation, right? And while I'm in jail, they gave me 10 years all suspended with 1. Feel me? So that means I gotta do a year worth of jail time and 9 years gonna be over my head. You feel me? So I do that year and I come home, and then I'm gonna have 9 years backup time. So if I get in trouble, they could give me that 9 years. So while I'm doing that year in Upper Marlboro, my mother coming up there, she telling me about Dusty Harrison, Javante Davis, Mike Reed, all of them is getting paid for boxing. I'm like, what? I'm like, they getting paid? She like, bro, they getting some money. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, bet. I said, I'm gonna come home and get back to boxing. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, do that. So mind you, I got sentenced in January. I came home September 1st, 2013. Went straight to the gym, Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? I got around, I was going to little gyms and stuff. I went to Gary Russell in them gym, out Capitol Heights, you know what I'm saying? I'm like my cousins in them. So I went to their gym, and it was a guy named Ty Barnett in that joint. He used to be boxing for Headbangers with Lamont Anthony, Peterson, Burry, and all them, right? Big Bug. So he was throwing fights at the time. You know what I'm saying? This is like September 5th or something. I'm in the gym. He like, man, you want to fight? You really want to turn pro? So I'm like, yeah. And then this is when I done really made that decision to not be in the streets now. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah. He said, I'm gonna put you on my card October 26th. So I'm like, all right, bet. Put me on the card October 26th. Slim against a guy from Vegas, Louis Till. And I whoop Slim. Boom, bop, boom, pink, pop. Looking sweet on him. You hear me? He had like 6 fights. This is my first joint. Whooped him, you feel me? Big G was at the joint. You know what I'm saying? All the good men was at the joint. You know what I'm saying? I got my first W. After that, bro, I took off. You know what I'm saying? Got to like 5-0, 6-0. And you know what I'm saying? I was out of the streets. I really did it this time. And you know what I'm saying? I started back going, hanging back in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Being in the hood, being around certain dudes. And that was my downfall right there. You know what I'm saying? Started back, man, really, you know what I'm saying, getting in trouble. And my first case was attempted murder on my man. Same dude, you know what I'm saying, that I used to sleep in front of his house. You know what I'm saying? And after that, it was just, I just lost sight of the goal of staying out in the streets and stuff, which was much needed, though.
So I definitely want to talk about that, the nigga that you thought was your man.
Yeah.
But before, I feel like we skipped over a little bit about that first robbery that you ended up doing a year for.
Mm-hmm.
You a wild nigga for doing that in broad daylight.
No question. Yeah.
I
ain't care what time it was. To be honest, the best time was the broad day. Cause look, you know, these niggas think, oh, he ain't gonna do this broad daylight. Yes, I am. You hear me? I'm coming to get it. I'm sleeping outside, Slim. I need that. That was it, bro. Like, hey, bro, I'm telling you, like, I used to be a daredevil, bro. Like, that's why people respect me so much now, because I'm doing the right thing. I'm not doing nothing wrong. Like, that's why I come from, like, doing whatever, whenever I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. Like, real life, I thought about it when I was in the feds during my time. I was like, damn, I used to be an outlaw. An outlaw is a person that don't live by no laws. Like, the police telling me you can't rob people, you can't, man, I'm doing whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, bro, I used to do the wildest stuff, bro. The wildest stuff, bro. And it all came back on to me, too. Like, don't never think that you going to do something and it ain't going to come back to you. It might not come back in the same way, because I ain't never been robbed. Nigga ain't never took nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? They done took my blood, though. I done got hit different times, boop, bop. And then they took 7 years of my time. And then that joint, I had to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? So it comes back in different ways, in different forms. You know what I'm saying? But it come back on you. Everything I did, I paid dues for that. And then every time something bad happened to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, God, I know I did that, so you probably doing this to me. I'm like, all right, because I always had a relationship with God, so ain't nothing go on scale. Yeah, that ain't nothing, never just I did something and got away with it. Nah, God punished me for that years later. You know what I'm saying? On different situations. However the situation, whatever bad occurred, when everything's going good, nigga, that, yeah, you remember you did that. You remember you did this. So I took it all on the chin like a man, because I knew what I was getting into.
No, for sure. And I ain't gonna lie though. So getting back into the boxing career and things like that, you get the fight, you get the dub, you going hard with it. You cooking, undefeated.
No question.
What happened? Like, where did change up, bro?
Man, start back, man. See, because look, people, and a lot of people thought I was getting a lot of money from me boxing and stuff, but mind you, I'm not. I'm still not, you know what I'm saying, up. You feel me? Like, just because y'all see me boxing, nice uniforms and all that, I'm not up. So the change came, really, I started hanging back in the hood. It was like a year. I was no trouble. Mind you, I just caught all these charges, armed robbery, all this and that. I didn't get no trouble for a year. And my probation officer actually got me aware of that. She's like, hey, Mr. Reese, oh yeah, you don't have to come in today. He said, man, we just gonna do phone calls now. You've been very out of trouble. Like, I'm very proud of you, this and that. Cause when I first came home in September, I was on violent prevention unit. You report on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. 3 times out the week, violent prevention unit. I took all the way down to 3 times a week to 2 times a month to 1 time a month to just phone calls. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, all right. So that's when she put in my head. I'm like, damn, I ain't even been in trouble, Slim. Mind you, though, I don't be around my men. I don't be hanging out on the streets. I don't do none of that. I go to the gym. You know what I mean? Go home and go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm on all gym stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when she told me that, I kind of, like, started hanging back. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I'm good. I could start back hanging in the hood and hanging with my men and start doing this and that. And I started doing that, bro. And that was my biggest downfall because now when I'm in the streets and I'm hanging with you, your beast becoming my beast. And you know what I mean? You getting money, this and that. And so now I'm starting to get in tune back with selling drugs and stuff because I ain't really got, you know what I mean, this and that. So now I'm thinking in my head, I've been out of trouble for years. I just do the Lord this and that. My main downfall was hanging back around the men, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they on some whole other stuff. Birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? They got beefs going on. They got this going on. You think I ain't gonna be out there with them and their beefs don't become my beefs? You tripping. So, you know what I'm saying? I took myself out my own lane and got in the lane with them. But what really happened was I was staying with my baby mother, Slim, and they got that month 30-day notice. They got a 30-day notice. Y'all out of here. The bank want the bank. The bank want the house. So I said, oh, hell no. I've been homeless before. My son in this. What I do? I went on the lick. I went right in. It was the youngest from around the way, too. I went up in their house, got their bread. I got some bread. Then I went and got my own house. You feel me? Went and got my own house, moved all my men in it. But at the same time, when you get a house, you gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for this. You gotta pay for this. Bills, so now, you know what I'm saying? I met a dude, you know what I mean? Started selling some weed, bro. I'm selling weed, bro. Got a little connect out Cali, you know what I'm saying? And look, I'm full throttle back in the streets. Still boxing and stuff like that, going to the gym and stuff. But here it is. I'm back in the streets. I'm selling drugs. I'm in the streets. You know what I'm saying? What come with the streets? It's death or jail. Beefs. Niggas owing you money. You know what I mean? Got into it with news about owing me money, this and that. I'm fronting dudes and this and that. And that's just no way to go. That was my downfall right there. You know what I'm saying? Not sticking to what I was supposed to be doing.
Oh, for sure. So, damn, it was that quick going down the road.
Yeah.
So, you feel like so what was it? Just you got too much freedom? Basically, when they leaned up on you, they gave you too much rope to hang yourself with, basically.
Hey, bro, and it all comes back. It wasn't even them giving me rope. It was me just going hard with it. Cause here it is, I'm back in the streets. I caught you know, and like when you in the streets, bro, and you living like an outlaw, you thinking you invisible again. Like even though I got shot 5 times, it goes back to me feeling like I'm untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, can't nobody touch me. I got guns, I'm doing this and that. So I caught the tempo, my man. Feel me? That got dropped. Then I caught. Then they said I crashed into the bank on Branch Avenue. You know what I'm saying? And crashed into the bank. I had a 40 on me. He hopped out, found the gun, beat me up in the woods. You know what I mean? Took me in. Caught that charge. 2 months later. All these joints 2 months apart. Feel me? So then after that, I run from the police. Out Capitol Heights. Get away. You know what I'm saying? I get shot a week later. That's when I got shot in the head or stuff, dude. You know what I mean? Came up to my park, shot me. You know what I'm saying? And they came up to the police department. They came up to the hospital and said I ran from them. They found a gun. But they really was mad about all my history of cursing them out.
They know you.
They know. They came up to the joint. They're like, man, first they want to know about the shooting. Mind you, I went into a coma for 25 days. Nigga shot me in the head. He almost got me. You feel me? DJ, zigger, you hit me. Almost got me. No, because I played with him. You feel me? Didn't even treat him. I treated him less of a man because he was a DJ. And I'm a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up getting the best of me. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up losing his life for that too. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole shootout. Boop, boop, bop, boop, boop, bop. You feel me? So I go in the coma for 25 days. When I come out of the coma, the police asking about the shooting. So I'm like, I just came out of the coma. I don't know that. So they get small with me. I get small with them. Tell them, you know what I mean? Boop, bop. They said, yeah, they told me you was going to act like this. It's cool. Left, came and started putting warrants on me, Slim. Violation of probations. Said I ran from them out Capitol Heights, the gun. You know what I'm saying? So they started putting charges on me. And everything went downhill from there. Mind you, I'm 705 knockouts. I just had a meeting with Rock Nation. Rock Nation trying to sign me. Jay Prince. I know Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? That the Rock Nation meeting was actually with Tony Prince, his cousin. You know what I'm saying? They was just like trying to give me a $10,000 signing bonus. You know what I'm saying? But good thing I ain't get that joint. You feel me? I didn't. It wasn't my time because I had the wrong mindset. First and foremost, when they talking about 10,000, I'm like, bet I'm send 5 out Cali to the crib, dude. You know saying he gonna send me some weed and I'm gonna get fronted for that. Say I'm gonna take 1,000, go down North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Give me a bunch of guns. Oh, them guns cheap as a motherfucker. I know all the homies that get 1,000 guns, 3,000. I got 3,000 left. Probably take my son shopping. You know what I'm saying? Just this is the mindset I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do with my money. Son.
Ain't even spent before it's got.
You hear me? And on the wrong things in the wrong way. So Here it is. They handcuffed me to the bed, Slim. And they put all these charges on me. I had Thomas Mooney. He got them all lifted up. The gun charge they said I ran from. They found the gun and got away. The joint got dropped in the state of Maryland. Then the feds picked it up. Once the feds picked it up, it was over with, Slim. It was over with. I got incarcerated. They handcuffed me to that bed 2000. What was it? It was August 12th, 2015, Slim. It was over with after that. I started a 7-month bid. I mean, a 7-year bid after that. It took a year. I went to trial on the joint. Really beat them. I beat the feds, bro. I got the paperwork. It said that they couldn't come up with a unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? That the courts is deadlocked. Man, this judge told them, man, y'all a little tired. Come back tomorrow. What you mean come back tomorrow, bro? They just said they deadlocked. They don't need no time, involuntary or involuntary. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I learned. It's the feds, bro. When they want you, they, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna do it.
But you ain't beating them. You know what I'm saying? You got all these people on this thing. You know what I mean? Caucasians. You know what I mean? They like, yeah, I got tattoos. You know what I mean? Boxer career, all that. Nah, he guilty. But what he do? What he charged with? Or the rip, you was guilty in federal prison. I mean, federal court. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting it. The two black people. I said, man, they probably was the ones fighting for me. But we've been in the court from Monday all the way to Friday. They trying to go to Fridays and have fun. They been missing work and all that. They was like, man, fuck it. He could box. He could go to jail, man. I send him to jail. And that's what happened to me. So I went down right then and there.
Yeah, but before we even get into that, man, that headshot though, can you take us through that? Because not a lot of people bounce back. I'm glad you back from that too,
no
man. But
appreciate that.
not a lot of people experience that type of situation though.
Yeah, hey Slim, and to be honest, right, when he got the hitting at me, right, and I feel boom, 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 damn, I said this nigga shot me. He shot me. So when I'm on the ground, my hand crunched up like that, bruh. Like, I can't even move my hand. I'm like, oh, my boxing career. That's all I was thinking. My boxing career, I'm like, I can't move my hand. My hand stuck like this. So a couple more shots went off my little man on his stomach, 38, boom, boom, you know what I mean? So I'm like, once the shooting stopped, I hopped up. My man get the wobbling over the joint. He took a knee shot, opened the car door for me, get in, I get in the front with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm mad at him. I'm like, bro, how you let him get the jump on us, bro? He like, all he keeps saying, bro, I hit him, bro. I'm like, bro, look at my hand. He in the backseat. I said, look at my hand, bro. You jogging. Did that. Go down the street to the firehouse. Every time I get shot, I'm going to a firehouse. I ain't even tripping. Feel me? I ain't panicking. None of that. Oh, I'm bleeding. No, it's dead. Going to the firehouse. Cool. I'm all right. Stay calm. So we go to the firehouse down the street. So that's when they cutting the clothes off me and stuff like that. Boop, bop, bop. And so they like, call out where he hit. They hit left shoulder, right shoulder. They say, oh, the back of his head open. The back of his head open. I'm like, damn. I'm like, bruh. In my head, I'm like, I don't know what's going on because now they panicking. They like, the back of his head is open. So I'm like, dang, he got me. I'm like, he hit me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, now I just went out after that. I started going in and out. I remember being on the ambulance. My man telling me, bruh, stay up. Don't go to sleep. Then the next thing I know, I saw the signs getting pushed in when they pushing you in, running you into the emergency room. I saw the emergency sign. Then I went out. When I came back, I'm in the bed. Tube in my nose, tube in my joint, tubes everywhere in my side, all that. I wake up and my baby mother, father in the joint. So I'm like, where my mother at? Feel me? Like, oh, what's up, Larry, man? How you feeling? I'm like, man, I'm good. Like, where my mother at? Like, I just got shot. My mother not up here. So he like, nah, your mother been up here a couple times. So I'm like, a couple times. So I got shot at my park on Sunday. Everybody be balling. So that's when the shootout happened, Sunday. So I'm like, what you mean a couple times? So I'm like, what's the day? So he like, on the day Friday, Larry. Sunday. So what, I've been asleep since Friday? Bro, that threw him all the way off. He was like, Larry, you been out for 25 days now. You just waking up. So I'm like, damn. And then everything, the shooting started replaying in my head. Me getting shot, me getting in the car. So he like, man, such and such locked up for the baddie. I said, what? I said he killed him. He was like, yeah. He came to your house and kicked your door and he's locked up right now for M1. I'm like, that's when everything started playing in my head. I'm like, he's like, bro, I hit him. So I'm like, oh, he did hit him. Everything happened so fast because when he hit him, Slim hopped in the car, skirt. So I ain't think he hit him. So here it is now. First thing in my head out of all that, I'm like, bro, 7-0. I gotta get back in the boxing gym. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So like I got 20 staples in the back of my head. You feel me? Now, this is how you beat and come over stuff. I never thought once in my head that I ain't gonna be able to box again. I'm gonna be a cripple. None of that. I need to get in this gym. Straight up. I need to get somewhere where I could work out, you know what I'm saying, and get bounce back. You know what I'm saying? That was my first mindset. And I had to learn how to walk again. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't even let me out the bed. They had the rails up locked and all that. I had to learn. Like, and I thought for a second, like, man, you playing. I know how to walk. They like, nah, you been out for 25 days. And it's a couple more days when they first let me out the bed. So it been like 30 days before I got on my feet. Man, when I got on my feet, I was like a toddler, Slim. Like, dang. I'm like, oh, breathing hard after 2 steps. I took a step, then took another step. I'm breathing hard. I'm like, oh. I was like, oh. I'm like, man, dang. It's like, it's okay. Take your time. I ain't even get out the room. We turned back around, got back in the bed. So I'm like, dang. But here it is. I always love a challenge. And I can't cry about this. Hey, who you think you is, man? You think you an angel or something? You deserve that. You did that to yourself. Ain't no point in crying about it. Bounce back. And that's what I did, Slim. But I couldn't really even bounce back because they had me, they incarcerated me. You know what I'm saying? But that headshot, I just took it and strived with it. It was all about the mental, bro. If you think it's over for me, it's over for you. It's over for you. Because first and foremost, it's in your brain already. Your body gonna shut down. If you say, look, all right, I'm about to do this, I ain't gonna let this stop me, then that's what's gonna happen. That mind, Slim, is very powerful, Slim, and I never gave up on myself, Slim. I never gave up on myself. So that's how I survived that headshot, Slim.
For real though. But even on a recovery road, man, what was that like though? Like bouncing back. I know you explained like that first walk, you felt like a baby. So like, how was it for you to recover back into being able to get in the boxing shape? Because man, for a lot of niggas, it's hard to even be able to walk again. You
No question.
Me? So for you to even get that and surpass that to the point where you performing on a professional level once again, like what was that recovery road like for you? Because I know that shit wasn't easy.
Man, and I ain't even gonna lie, right? It wasn't. Like I said, right? All right, so they handcuffed me to the bed. I ended up getting sick in DC jail. They ended up putting me in house arrest for a year. So to be honest, right? I'm so mentally gone. Here it is. I was a 7-0 boxer, and now I'm shot up. Can't box no more. They got the peoples on me. Can't go to the gym or none of that because they had me on 24-hour house arrest. You can't go nowhere but to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So I end up losing to the joint. I end up losing to the charge. End up losing to the charge a year later. My recovery from these shots really didn't start until I was in prison. You feel me? And they locked me in a room where as though I couldn't do nothing but work out. You know what I'm saying? And it was tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. I'm in prison now. I see everybody working out. You know what I mean? So it's time to get in bed mode. And this is the first day I worked out in prison. I had the first day I worked out in prison, I had started on the pull-up bar. I see dudes doing pull-ups. They love to do pull-ups, burpees, and all that. So I got up on the pull-up bar. I'm thinking like, I'm gonna be all right. Man, I did 2 pull-ups, bro. I'm on that joint shaking. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I used to do 20s, 10s, and all that. So it really dogged me not to be able to be in that type of shape. So I ended up going to my cell, bro. I ended up going to my cell, put my block up, and just start crying, just like cursing God out. Like, dang, you let me get shot, then you throwing me in prison, bro. I'm messed up, and he just started playing everything I was doing in my head, robbery, attempting. So it was like, nigga, play with me. So he said, but then I was cursing the dude out that shot me too. I'm like, you still tell like I hate you, nigga. Then God was like, chill. He gone. You here. You could bounce back. Like, what you gonna do? Like, bro, I got down there 50 push-ups right then and there. I'm talking about the bro shaking and all that. I just kept going with all my pain, man. I told you that my pain, I like to take it out on people. So I'm doing these push-ups. I'm getting it, bro. I'm like, and I don't even know how I did. I got all the way to 50 though, shaking, sweating, and all that. Said, yeah, all right, bet I'm about to start working out. So that's 2017, bro. On end of 2018 came around, bro. I'm one of the best ones on the block. Most burpees, doing pull-ups, all that, looking sweet, bop, bop, all that, flying, all of that. I bounced back. You know what I'm saying? I did that with the with just wanting to get back, bro. And I never counted myself out, like I said, bro. If I'd have did that, then I would have became a drug addict or something like that. The working out became my drug and my therapy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it really. I bounced back in prison. That's how I got back. It wasn't even on the streets. You know what I'm saying? And not on house arrest because I'm stuck in the house. You know what I'm saying? When they locked me in that room and in that cell, that's when I bounced back and I really dedicated myself to getting back. You know what I'm saying? That's how I bounced back though.
No, for real though. Nah, moving back to that, going along with the 7 years, man. The feds picking that up, and you getting sentenced and being found guilty after you feel me. You say you beat them, but
Right.
you know what I mean. You still getting hit, right?
Yeah.
What was that mindset like? Just getting that verdict and knowing like, damn, I'm about to really sit down. Cause everything before that, you feel me?
Right.
You beating them. You feel me? That
Right.
little you feel me? But you beating them for
Yeah,
it.
no question.
So this is your first time where that shit really you got really face this shit.
Yeah.
So what was that mindset like just hearing that shit?
Worst thing in life, Slim. It's unbelievable. Cause like you said, bro, I'm beating this man. I'm thinking I'm super tough. Hey Slim, I thought I was untouchable by the dudes and the police. Then I got touched by both. When they gave me the 63 months in federal prison, bro, it was unbelievable. I'm like, man, I ain't doing no 63 months. Yeah, you gonna do 63 months. You gonna do that time though. So like, when he said that to me, taking me off the elevator and putting me back, I'm going with the marshals back downstairs in that little bullpen downstairs, and the bullpen, like, the police, the U.S. Marshal, like, man, you had a pretty good attorney. I'm like, man, I ain't had no good attorney. I start going. I'm like, give me 5 years. I ain't got no good attorney. I'm mentally messed up. Cause mind you, I'm skinny, bro. I'm bony. I ain't in no shape or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the mental part of everything is really what it is. Because when they first took me in, when I lost trial, bro, here it is. I lose trial September 16th. You know what I'm saying? They give me the guilty verdict. When I go into jail, mind you, I'm shot up. I need my medicine. I was on trazodone. I'm on this, I'm on that for anxiety, depression. I'm on all this stuff, bro. When you get into jail, you ain't getting none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it be dudes in the jail that's trying to abuse it and this and that. But the whole time I'm shot up, I need this. So they playing with me about my medicine, right? And here it come back to the mentality part, to mental. I got tired of it, bro. Now the police ain't giving me my medicine. I'm ready to do something to somebody. Like I always say, I'm trying to put my pain on to somebody else. So I'm like, man, I'm about to butcher one of these COs. I'm like, and I talk to myself. I always is like two people with me. It's Cap and it's Lurie. Cap is the bad guy. It's the street guy. Lurie is the good guy. You know, so I said, I'm going to go ahead and butcher one of them. And man, Lurie said, man, you do one of that, you ain't even get your time yet. You ain't even get your time yet. You put that knife on somebody, you even hit somebody in here, you gonna get so much time and it's gonna look bad for you in court. So I'm like, dang, I gotta release this though. I gotta release this pain that sent me slimmer because they got me locked in this cell. I'm like, nah, man, I'm thinking I was gonna beat him. I'm thinking I always beat him. Nah, now you here and you have to deal with this. So I'm just like, bruh, I can't take it no more. And I wanna hurt somebody. So my mind, Cap was like, hurt yourself. I was like, what? Like, I got looking around my cell, saw a sheet on my bed, saw a little place I could put the string. I'm like, took the joint off, tied the joint up, covered up my window, bruh. Covered up my window, closed my slap, and I hung over in that joint. Gosh. I got to pull up myself. I'm like, man, what the hell? I'm like, I was just hurt. I was like, bro, this is a long story short, I pulled that joint, I passed out. When I came to, all the police was in that joint. Now I got, you know what I mean, talking to them. I'm telling them, yeah, you ain't getting my medicine, this and that. They didn't cut the string, cut the joint off my neck. So now I just started fighting the police in that joint, bro. Parked over 20 police officers. They just give me that. They like, get his hand. They just get my hand, man. Get another one, man. I'm like, yeah, what? I was like, man, I needed to get that shit out of me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Bro, that shit not even funny,
so when I got those 63 months, bro, it dogged me, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I was really like, it's a mental thing, bro. It's gonna dog you, bro, because you think you keep beating stuff and getting away with stuff, man. It's gonna catch up to you. It's gonna catch up to you. So when it caught up to me, bro, It was mentally, you know what I'm saying? With me, I probably would have been better if I didn't get shot and then sent to prison. You know what I'm saying? So like, but being shot, then sent to prison, yeah, it dogged me mentally. I was messed up. So I could at one point I couldn't take it. But I will say this, because with me myself, I'm a weak man. I would say I was the weakest man coming into the prison. 20, I went into prison 2017. Well, with 2016, I lost trial. I was one of the weakest ones in that jail because I left prison 2021. I was the strongest, one of the strongest dudes in there. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Ain't nobody playing with me. I'm getting drugs in here, I'm doing this. I became one of the strongest people in prison. Level 5s, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody playing with me, no nothing. So I went from the weakest to the strongest because of my mindset, you know what I'm saying? But it dogged me in the beginning. I just couldn't let it, I couldn't stay there because then I'd have gave up. I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. I'd already be somewhere out laying over smoking some water or something. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted better, I did better.
Nah, for sure, so, bro. And nah, it's good that you even laugh at a moment like that. You feel me?
No
Looking
question.
back at it, cause that shit is some serious shit though, and that just like that really speaks to like how jail can really affect somebody's mental and how hard that shit really is on the mind
Right.
and the mental fortitude that you gotta have to even make it through a situation like that. You feel what I'm saying? And you got lucky because, you feel me, that shit ain't work.
No question.
You feel me?
It's all part of God's plan. Everything slim from this to that, man. Everything, man. God set everything up with my life, your life, everybody that's going through something, Slim. You know what I'm saying? When that bad hits you, Slim, you got to take it like it's good. Because it really is good, to be honest. Because you learning from it, whatever the situation is.
Nah, for sure, man. So you do that, right? They don't put you on no what's it called? They don't put you in those psych wards.
Yeah, they put me in they should put me in a suicide watch joint. Feel me? Nothing but the little blanket on you, you feel me, in that joint, Slim. That was the worst. I was in that joint for 3 days, bruh. They ended up putting somebody else in there to try to kill us. You know what I mean? Underarms funky as a mama. They ain't got nothing, no showers, no nothing. I looked over bed, slept with his job bed. I look over one day, I'm like, underarms and look over, he like, yeah, bro. So I tried over there on this. I'm like, underarms, like, damn, like, so this is what you deal with though.
Nah,
this come with the prison and this and that. So I'm like, yeah, they put me on suicide watch for 3 days. That taught me my lesson. All right, cool, I'm good. Good. Now it's time to be a man and face the facts of what's going on because you did that, Larry. You did this, Larry. So it's time for you to man up, Slim. I know you was going through that. All right, bang, that's over with. But see, now they giving me my medicine and stuff. I needed that stuff, bro. I needed, that's what really sent me to the top because when I went into a coma for 25 days, bro, I'm not trying to go back to sleep, bro. I'm up. I'm like, no, I ain't going back to sleep because I'm thinking I'm going to go back in a coma. So here it is, like, you know what I'm saying? They like, nah, you could go back to sleep. I'm up for like a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, Mr. Recio, get some rest. I'm like, nah, I ain't going back to sleep. They're like, man, listen, we going to give you some medicine. It's going to help you sleep. It's going to put you to sleep. It's going to help you. So I'm on medicine for a year. Now that y'all give my medicine, I'm up and I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they was giving me medicine for my anxiety, my depression and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because everything got taken away from me. I'm really mind blown. You know what I'm saying? So once I hung myself, they started giving me all my medicine. Nah, give me everything I needed.
They weren't trying to give you that shit before. Now they're like, oh yeah, this nigga really might need that.
He really need it. You know what I'm saying? They pulling me out a week to come talk to me, little psychiatrist stuff that I need. Yeah, man, I'm a little which is making me feel better. Now I'm getting everything I'm supposed to be having. You know what I'm saying? So that's once I started getting everything I'm supposed to be having, I got locked in with myself and we call it getting in bed mode, getting prepared for do your time.
Nah, for sure. So after that, when did they transfer you to your first yard?
They transferred me to Hazel Penitentiary. I got sentenced December 20 for my sister's birthday. They transferred me to Hazleton Penitentiary January 3rd. The Hazleton F2 building. Feel me? Went up in that joint, met the homies. Turk, Bebe was my celly, crazy celly, Slim. The first night I met him was just crazy. Now here it is, I got this time. I got off the bus. I got my stuff. The prison is already on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's in their cell. So mind you, like, I ain't never did no time. So I'm like, might gotta go in their cell and fight somebody. First night, first day, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how this is about to go, I might have to fight. I'm prepared to fight. I'm prepared for war. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not always get a good seller. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm new to this. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm going into this prison. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing from me, especially not my butthole. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna take nothing because it's you don't really have the mindset of what really goes on in prison. You used to watch Oz and stuff, so I'm thinking they taking cheeks and all that.
Oz are crazy ass.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset, but that ain't the prison these days. So I'm just like, if first person to play with me, I'm gonna punish him. Because I know, like, once you get your respect, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? So here it is, I'm getting my bed rolled and stuff. I'm going to the cell, getting the cell put with baby. You know what I mean? This dude was under the covers. He come from under the covers. He's like, how much time you got? This is the first words he say to me. I said, I got 5 years, bro. He said, nigga, what? He said, I just did 16 years. I'm back in on a 12-year bid. I'm like, what? Get back out of the covers. I'm like, hell nah. I'm like, what? I'm in there with a bank robber, 16, 20 years. I'm like, what? So I'm looking at his bed. Ain't no mattress on top of my mattress. I got a top bunk. Ain't no mattress up there. So his mattress got thick. So I'm like, this dude got my mattress, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he come back from under the covers. She's like, nigga, you better tell them you need a mattress. So in my head, I'm like, oh, you got my mattress. I hit the door. See, I need a mattress. So they walking around. I don't even know if they hit me or not, though. So in my head, though, I'm about to crush them. This is my first night, bro, straight off the bus. I'm like, I'm about to crush them because he got my mattress. So, like, long story short, they end up bringing me a mattress and stuff like that. End up putting my mat up, and he didn't even have 2 mats.
So sure.
I'm lunching.
So you think he bluffing you out the whole time?
Because I ain't never saw no mattress that thick. You hear me? He had what we call a Cadillac. You hear me? So yeah, a thick joint. So he gave me a joint. Boy, I go to sleep. When we come out the next day, we get popped out 6 in the morning. It's federal penitentiary. Everybody get up. So I come out. I meet homie Turk from 37. I meet Weedy from Baltimore. Good homie, Slim. Good homie. You know what I'm saying? I meet Easy. You know what I'm saying? I think D Easy from Deuce Deuce. I meet Keys from One Deuce. You know what I'm saying? I meet all the homies. They show me the TV and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I get in bed mode. You know what I'm saying? I start paying attention and everybody in here working out and stuff like that. And the first thing that came to my head, like, dang, bro, the fuck? Like, we in one room. Everybody moving here, moving there. You know what I'm saying? Got the sales and stuff. And I'm like, I need some fresh air. So I need to go outside. So I asked the homie, like, hey, bro, how you go outside? He like, go outside. You trying to go outside later? So I'm like, nah, right now. You know, he like, homie, you can't go outside. He said, bro, they call rec moves. 8 to 10 o'clock, then they call y'all back, this and that. So now I'm getting the knowledge of prison, and we can't even leave out this joint, get no fresh air, none of that. Slim, it was dogging me. So I'm like, I got 5 years of this, bro. So I'm like, kill. So I sit at the table, I'm digesting it. The homie Weedy come up there, he like, man, what's up, yo? We from Baltimore. From what's that? Park Heights. Yeah. So Weedy got the jail on lock though. So yeah, we like, man, you trying to listen to some music? I'm like, nah, bro. Stuff, you know. I don't need to try to open that door like I'm. So he saw like how I said it, like, and he's like, nah. He's like, man, you want to listen to some music? You good, huh? So I put the music on, bro. The music, oh man, was everything Slim. I'm like, yeah, I needed this. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Meek Mills. So I'm like, dang, like it's therapeutic. Now I'm learning how to be. You know what I'm saying? Even with just the music, just like it put me in a better headspace. So we was like, you smoke K too? So I'm like, I had a little K.
Hey, wild ass nigga.
I was around smoking big Bizarro, you hear me? I was tripping on that shit, you hear me? So they had me pissing in the cup, so you know, I'm with my purse and my K, you hear me? I'm with my purse and my K, bro. I'm lunching, you hear me? So we like, you smoke a little K? I'm like, I smoke a little K on the street. So mind you, I was doing Bizarro, you know what I'm saying? I'm out the city and all that, Stan Oaks, you know, roll it up. So we go to the cell, bro. He little piece of paper, bro. Give it to me. Like, yeah, you gonna put this on the back of the lock. I'm like, what? Like, this gonna give me high? He like, hell yeah, we might need to give you half of that. I'm like, nah, I'll take an old joint. Put it on the back of the lock. I hit it. I blew it out, bro. I was high as a bug. I said, oh yeah, I can do 5 years of shit. I said, I can do 5 years. That was the first thing I said. I said, I can do 5 years. I said, you know what I'm saying? After that, it was working out. Smoking K, this is, you know what I'm saying? Got in the bed more. All right, bet this is how, you know what I mean? Started doing my time, Slim. But for the most part, in the beginning, Slim, it was wild. You have to. It's crazy. It's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know prison was like that when you locked in a room all day. Slim, you don't go outside to it. Even when you go outside, Slim, it ain't nothing to see. But a knife fight, you ain't gonna see nothing but bricks. You ain't seeing no birds. You ain't seeing nothing, bro. Like on them penitentiary, you ain't seeing nothing. No planes. You better hope you see a plane. Oh, plane. Then people like, we started looking at the planes. Grown men like, look, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but planes can't even come over the joint because it's a joint. So they might have went the wrong route. Like, you don't even see them joints, bro. Like, you don't see none, bro. But violence and just crazy stuff. So you know what I'm saying? I adapted though. I adapted, but in the beginning it was tough, bro. It's not what I expected, bro. And it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It ended up being worth it in the end because I turned this shit around and I planned for my release. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm doing everything that I planned. You know what I'm saying? Gave me some time to notice what's real and what ain't. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, bro, the first getting them 63 months and sent to prison, nah, bro, it wasn't no joke. It was mind blowing.
So even though you doing all this on the street, right? It's still a culture shock when you hit them jail yards.
Yeah.
Just saying that because that's a different level of violence.
Bro, it's a different level of violence. It's a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I was bad. And see, that was a good question, Slim, because look, in my head, you feel me? I'm beating all these charges. This, that, you know what I mean? A lot of this I done did. Some of it I didn't do. You know what I'm saying?
She always said shit.
But a lot of it I did do. From whooping out, this and that, whoop. So here it is, in my head, before I went to prison, I'm the baddest nigga on the world. I'm the baddest nigga on the planet. I'm the baddest nigga. I'm beating charges that I did. And you know what I'm saying? I'm getting the police can't touch me. These dudes out here can't touch me, and they gangsters. The dudes that shot me, they all gone. I'm still here. They, like the first dude that shot me was a cold-blooded, you hear me, stepper. Put 5 of in me. You know what I'm saying? So like, in my head, when I beat all this and that, and you know what I mean, I'm winning against these wars against killers. I'm the biggest person in the world. I'm the baddest person in the world. Until they put me in a room with the baddest, all the baddest men in the world. That's when I noticed, oh, I ain't one of the baddest niggas, bro. I'm one of them. Because ain't no level of how to tell who the baddest. Because once you get put in that room, you see Caucasians putting in work. I ain't had no real respect for Caucasians or no gangster stuff until I got put in the penitentiary and I see them whooping dudes with locks and socks and busting, you hear me, putting that joint in. Like, they thorough. I'm like, dang, Caucasians doing that up in this joint. Mexicans, you hear me? Blacks, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm from around the way, but I see New York dudes, this and that. They busting, they pushing it. They pushing it. So I was like, that's when it hit me. Like, oh, bro, I ain't so bad. Because there's other dudes from other states and other, that did like the United States Penitentiary had people from Canada, Russia. Everybody is in it. So it's all like, and it's violent, bro. So like, that's when it really hit me like, oh, I ain't the baddest person in the world. I'm one of them. Because it comes to, I do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? In the war, but you ain't nobody would never know who is the baddest. Because we all got the same capabilities. You could do what I do, and he could do, you know what I'm saying? So, like, ain't no measurement on it. You know what I'm saying? That took for me to get to prison, to learn that violence in prison, bro. And then this is what also wakes you up to it. When, in my head, I'm thinking they got a switch knife, bro. You know what I'm saying? Little, you know what I mean? One of these, which they do in the state, you know what I mean? And you could get this in the feds, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, I'm going to put my hands on this, because that's the first thing I bought, you know what I'm saying, was a knife. You feel me? It wasn't this, though. It was the bunk that we sleep on in locker. When I said that, I'm trying to get a joint and I going in, the homie cutting the bed up, the bed that we sleep on, and breaking off the locker, boom, boom. Oh, you want a knife, homie? I got you. So rubbing it on the ground and all that, making a vicious joint. So to see that made into a murder weapon, bro, and somebody using it, that's a different type of level of violence right there. I said, dang, Slim. I'm like, bro, this is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm built for it, but I ain't built for it. Ain't nobody built for it at the end of the day. Mentally, you could be built for it physically because you're going to psych yourself up. All right, got bust, Slim. I got to do this. You know what I mean? You got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but ain't nobody built for that. Ain't nobody, like, that's crazy, bro. You, like, ripping bunk pieces, like, loggers, good. You know what I mean? I can make a knife out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So, it's like, Yeah, you ain't the baddest person in the world, bro. It's a couple bad dudes, bro. I said I got on man time, bro. I don't care where you from, what you got going on, bro. I'm gonna respect you like a man, bro. Cause at the end of the day, we all on the same type of goal, trying to get better in life, especially if you're from the streets. The goal is to make it out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Get to where we supposed to be going. You know what I'm saying? So like that really taught me right then and there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the baddest man on the planet. That's dead. You know what I'm saying? All them guns, all this and doing that. Nah, bro, this is hands on, which I adapted to. You know what I mean? Slinging knives and all that, locks and socks. All right, cool. I'm gonna adapt to that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, bro, you ain't the baddest person on the planet. You never would know who the baddest person on the planet. Even if he got 20 baddies, even if he got this and that, that don't make him the baddest man on the planet because we still all got the same capabilities. We all still, you know what I'm saying? Ain't one body. Even if I got one body, he got 20. I could take him out if I catch him down bad on the toilet or whatever the case may be. I catch him in his sleep. And then, what, I'm the baddest man on the planet? Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, bro. It's a lot of bad men. All men, we really equal, to be honest, in my head.
So how long did it take you for your mentality? Because like you said, like that's something that you got to train your mind. Because that's not something the average person is supposed to experience and witness. You feel me? So how long did it take you to actually train your mentality and your mind to see these things and normalize them in your brain?
I adapted pretty quick, probably like a month, Slim. Like a month. Took a month. A good month. Because I came there January 3rd. I had that whole month right there. By February, I was rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun now. I'm working out and doing this and that. But then I start catching drugs February, March. I start catching drugs in March. I'm talking about cigarettes, weed, Suboxone. I'm getting that myself. Boom. You feel me? Doodle in and out, going to my doodle, boop, bop, getting it out.
Go ahead,
yeah, straight up, swallowing it.
Go ahead.
You feel me? I'm catching it. Goosh. I'm getting it. You hear me? Go
Hey,
next day. I'm a boo boo it out. Go to my noodle. Go to the joint. I'm all right, bet. I got this and got that. Got 100 strips. Got weed. You know what I'm saying? Got this and that. And I got into bid mode right there. You know what I'm saying? Now I was institutionalized.
Yeah,
I became
your first time you swallowed on some shit and you got digging your shit. You definitely there.
Now I'm institutionalized, bro, because I, like, you know what I mean? My man was catching in February and I saw how he was doing what he was doing and how he had all the food and just doing this and that. And I'm like, I could do that. Set up a play, boo bop, set it up. Came back, doodle them joints out. Now I'm one of the ones on the block. I'm hitting, man, getting everybody high. You know what I mean? Now it's just became I'm really in bid mode. I got all the way institutionalized, bro, to a point where I ain't even know I was going home. I only had 5 years. I got so much in the prison. I ain't called home for about 3 or 4 months. I was locked in on prison because I ain't even want to call. I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to hear about that. I don't need no money from y'all. I'm getting drugs. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So like, because it was just like dealing with like hearing, oh, your son doing this and that, Bob, just little stuff, man. Now I'm ready to kill somebody in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like it was just a lot. So I really got institutionalized probably like 3 months later, bro. Once I started getting them drugs, I'm like, all right, bet I'm in this joint. You know what I'm saying? It took 3 months. I mean, it took 1 month, but then when I got to the 3rd month, I was institutionalized because now I done learned everything. I done adapted. I know how to make the knives. I'm cool with dudes on the block. I know how I move. I know when to go on this rec move, go to the cafeteria, pass out drugs and this and that. All right, so this is my home right now. Now I'm situated. You know what I'm saying? I done adapted, and now I'm about to do my time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your first time swallowing that shit, you want no daddy. But your first time swallowing the drugs, bro, you ain't feel like ain't one of them bitches gonna bust in your stomach or none of that. You was like, man, fuck it, we gone.
Yeah, cause that's how I was feeling at first. Like it was cool.
You
like,
want to nick that first, bro?
No,
Don't keep it.
The first time I even did it, it was with weed and tobacco, so it couldn't even hurt me. But once I started banging and getting niggas started coming to me like, I got strips, bro. I got some boxing strips. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to do to the top? So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Keep niggas. So then I did start messing with strips and stuff like that. But that ended up happening, Slim. I ended up catching some drugs, and freaking, bro, when it got in me, it didn't come out, bro. I think I don't know why. I think it's because I drunk this laxative stuff, and it made my my doodle. You
Shawty
feel
was
me?
on the
It
shit.
gotta be solid, yeah. It gotta be solid to push it out.
Yeah.
So when I did that, because I'm geeking in my mind, telling me, hey, man, go ahead, take this, bro, and come out tonight.
They
So
be
I'm like,
geeking for that
yeah,
shit.
you hear me? So I'm like, nah, I usually don't do this, you hear me? So he like, man, take this. So I took it. Bro, and that stuff started ended up getting stuck in me, and I started sweating, bro. I real life like was overdosing in that drink, because I had like 100 strips in me. So I'm like, bro, man, I was in the cell with Mike from Trinidad. You hear me? No, what? No, Mike. Oh, Mike was from. He wasn't from Trinidad. He's from Kenilworth. You feel me? Mike played basketball real good. One of the best basketball players on the compound, right? So I'm in that joint with him, and I'm like, I'm sweating one night. I'm throwing up. So he like, Cap, don't die in this joint. He like, Killer, don't die in this joint. I'm like, he like, man, come on, bro. Tell the police, bro. You got it. So I sweat. I'm on the floor. I'm like, you right. I'm like, it's been too long. I hit the button. Boom. So they come to the door. And this is how federal prison is, Slim. Yeah, I'm having, hey, man, my stomach, I just threw up, man. I need to see a doctor, this and that. I'm out West Virginia at the time. They like, ain't no doctor here. Ain't no doctor, ain't nothing. Don't hit that button no more. You can't see nobody till the morning and walk off. So I look at myself, I'm like, I feel like I'm overdosing. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm like, I'm cooked. So I hit the button again, boom, they come back. So now I was scared to tell them that I'm overdosing because that's a new charge. And then they pump my stomach. I got stuff in my stomach. Man, tobacco, I got everything. They pump it, it's gonna come out. They're gonna say, man, this guy, I done heard about dudes catching new charges, 5 years, 2 years for catching. So I'm like, young, I press the button though, because I'm sweating bullets, bro. So I'm like, all right, look, I'm overdosing. I'm about to die. I said, I'm about to pass away, bro. I said, I need help, bro. They said, man, ain't no help here. You shouldn't have did what you did. And walked off. They said,
hey, mom.
But they said, you hit that button again, you going to the hole. And mind you, in the hole, it's 24 hours lockdown. You definitely ain't getting no help down there. I turned back to myself, they just fell down to the wall. I'm like, Mike. He just like, so I called the Serrano dude down the street, tell him, hey man, call the line. End up getting some K2, smoke some K2. Got out of bed, laid down, bro. Laid down, went to sleep. Man, the next day I ended up shooting Dookie in it out, man. We almost went to war over that too, though.
Whoa, fuck,
Yeah,
yo.
man.
Damn, shawty, yo.
For real, Slim. I was like, dang, Slim.
Hey, nah, you was going hard as shit with
Yeah,
that.
just doing whatever. You
that
hear me?
nigga said.
Hey, Slim, I was real live overdosing, Slim. I ain't never had one of them before. And they ain't even help me, bruh. They ain't even help me. They wanted me to OD.
Leveling that shit with K-Pack crazy,
Yeah,
though.
no question.
That's how that shit level out, though.
No question. Just go there back K2, take all the pain away. I tell you, when I hit the first drink, I was like, oh yeah, I can do 5 years of this, cause like, you feel me? Here it is. Violent, Larry Reese, the professional boxer, knocking people out, playing with guns and all this and that. I'm locked in the room. All right, it's a bunch of guys in here. I don't like some of these guys. And when I don't like dudes, I'm not trying to sugarcoat it or none of that. I don't think I'm trying to see you, you know what I'm saying? But you might be from another car or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, because then you're going to put all the homies in predicament. So I used to hit my K2 here and there to level out my mental, because I'm lunching. I can't deny that. I can't act like I got it all together. Nah, I ain't got it together in this joint. So when I do feel a certain type of way, like blowing this dude up, blowing up mean you hit me, hit him good. Like, let me go ahead, just hit some K, you know what I'm saying? Hit my little K and level out, because you have to do something in the penitentiary to level out, you know what I'm saying, that pain you going through, whatever you going through in that joint, you gotta figure it out, bro, because ain't no help. You know what I'm saying? You gonna play cards, you gonna work out, you know what I'm saying? You gonna watch TV. Everybody got their own way of doing their bid. And I did mine, working out, planning for my future, and smoking K2, bro. K2 saved a lot of dudes in there, because I wanted to put that knife in, straight up.
Oh, for real. So you think everybody gotta cope some way?
Yeah, no, they do. Ain't no other way around it, because if not, you just gonna go crazy in the joint. You gonna be lunching. You gonna lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you gotta cope, because it's wild. You know what I'm saying? We in this joint, we locked in the room, you know what I'm saying? 3 weeks lockdown really gonna dog you. And they used to, man, holidays come at Hazleton Penitentiary, they locking us inside for Thanksgiving and all that. You know what I mean? Certain times, and their favorite line be they short of staff. So, you know what I mean? Being locked in the room for 3 weeks and 2 weeks, bro, is dogging. Like, When my mind make give you a prime example when the coronavirus, that COVID-19 hit, bruh, we saw it on the news. First it happened in China, then we saw it came over here, then they locked us down. It hit the jail. Boom. So they had commercials on TV about y'all out here in the free world. We're all in this together because people was in the house like, I don't want to be in the house. And the house was making people go crazy. You couldn't go to parties. You couldn't go to this and that. And people was in the house losing their mind. And we laughing about it. We like, bruh, imagine what we going through in this joint. They mad about being in the house, but it's just being secluded to that. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all went through what we was going through in the coronavirus. Can't be around people. Got to be in the house. You know what I mean? They got a curfew and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And people was losing their mind when that COVID-19 was going on. Man, I'm ready to get out the house. Even some people was even leaving the house and just going outside. Like, I catch the virus, or thinking like, man, I ain't gonna
fuck it. That shit ain't real.
You feel me?
Yeah,
like parties, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's how it was in the joint, bro. That's how it is in the joint. You gotta find a way because, man, when they lock you down, bro, it's really, and you lock down, period. But just to come outside in a bigger room is better. You know what I'm saying? It's mind blowing.
Nah, for real. You start to appreciate small shit that you ain't never appreciated before.
Exactly, bro. Appreciate it, bro, and that's when the this ain't worth it come to you. You know what I'm saying? All you think about all the stuff you know, selling drugs. I've been selling drugs to try to get rid. I needed to do that. Nigga, no, none of that matter. Now I'll be home broke before I come back here. You know what I'm saying? Because you appreciative of just being, like I said, I was trying to go outside and I wasn't able to go outside because, it ain't no rec move right now. So appreciative about going outside, bruh. One of my favorite things that I wanted to do when I got out of prison out the line when I was in the field so long, I said, I can't wait to see some cars moving. I'm like, dang. I'm like, I can't wait to see some cars moving. And I ended up seeing some cars in the middle of my bed, you know what I'm saying? Because they put a cold case on me from 2009, you know what I'm saying? While I'm already doing time for the gun. So they end up chatting me up and taking me back to my county jail. I did all the paperwork to go get that done. So I wanted to do it at the end of my bed. And I got in them cars, bruh. They came and got me like, the end of 2019. They came and got me October 2018, bruh. 2018. And I stayed there to 2019 for 6 months. But when they came and got me, mind you, I've been in there since 2017, January. Bro, to see them cars, that was amazing. I was, man. I was, bro, I'm going home. Chained up, going to another jail. Happy as a motherfucker. I was like, yeah, I'm going home. Cars, I'm looking at the cars and all that. But that's how psychological it played, bro. I'm just grateful for seeing the cars. Now I'm back home. I'm in the county, you know what I'm saying? So, like, man, they play with your mind. Man, you just want to see some cars move. You want to see birds and all that. You got to be appreciative, bro. You got to be appreciative.
Nah, for sure. I ain't even gonna lie. So, bro, what's your race background?
Shit, I'm black mixed with Cuban.
So when you hit the yard though, what you was feeling? Cause did you even know about cars and all that shit when you first hit the yard?
They told me, I knew a little bit about it, right? I ain't know a lot, right? Yeah, cause the homies, Moopy, right? Moopy from Simba City. Man, rest in peace to Moopy. He gone, you know what I'm saying? But I was on the block with him in a good Simba City, man. And Moopy told me, he's like, hey, Cap, you know you about to go out the fizz with all the DC homies. I'm like, I'm from Maryland, bro. He like, yeah. Bunch of DC homies. I'm from Maryland, bro. I said, cool, like, I got 301 tatted on my side, you know what I'm saying? Let them know I'm from Maryland, you know what I'm saying? And I get sent out there. So once I learned about the cars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was on homie time, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't no other way. Saying once I learned what was going on and that, the homies coming to me, giving me toothpaste and certain stuff. They like, yeah, bro, these are TVs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I adopted quick. They told me, they said this and that, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even really nothing to discuss, to be honest. I had a 007, but I'm from Maryland, you feel me? I ain't go down in DC. I was going to court out Greenbelt Courthouse, 4th Circuit. And freaking, and so I was going to court out Maryland. I had a Maryland federal case. You know what I'm saying? But I was staying out DC, house, giving me a 007 number, 7. So, you know, I got put in the cell with a 007, baby. So, I mean, once I learned stuff, I'm on homie time. But I let him know, too. Like, I got 007, y'all, but I'm from Maryland. I'm Vicious Maryland, Bama. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell them that. They be laughing like, "Oh yeah, oh you from Maryland? Yeah, well, I'm from Maryland, Slim. My doggy too." They be like, "Well, we get a big in and stuff." So like, that's how I go, man. I was in the homie car.
The Migos ain't try to embrace you. You wasn't even going none of that shit.
Not in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Once I started catching drugs and became a important figure on the block, that's when they was like, "They say you Cuban, man. You got a Cuban flag on your arm." You know what I'm saying? Like, it was actually a Cuban in it that had a table in that joint. I forgot his name. He like, "Man, you Cuban, man. Come here, I want to talk to you, man." He's like, "Man, you Cuban?" I showed him a flag and all that. Told him my people's from Havana and all that. So he got in tune with me. I could sit at his table and all that over there by the Mexicans. Can't nobody, like, you ain't allowed to sit at certain tables in that joint. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I could sit at his table and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? They did, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it is I was already solidified in how I move. Now, out Cali, they really did that. I got locked up in LA County Jail. You feel me? And I was on block time. That's why I learned the segregation out there. You know what I'm saying? End up beating somebody up. I'm out there boxing, boom. Catch some charges, end up in the jail. You know what I'm saying? So after them Mexicans saw me beat somebody up, and he came to me, he was like, "Yo, homie, they say you Cuban? You Spanish?" I'm like, yeah, bro. The nigga ain't said nothing to me. This is the number one for the Mexicans. It's the number one for the blacks and the number one for the Mexicans. This when I was locked up in LA County. We in Wayside. You feel me? This story blew up on YouTube. That's what really got my YouTube going. Locked up in LA County jail. And the number one for the blacks, I'm with the blacks, we chillin' man, the Mexican ain't never said nothing to me. I put hands on the life of boom, pop, poop, pink. Next thing I know, bro, he come to me later like, "Hey, well, homie, they say you Spanish?" I'm like, yeah, in my head, I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." I'm like, "I'm Cuban, bro." He like, "You know any Spanish?" I'm like, "Oh, no." I'm like, "Nah, bro, I know a little bit. I don't know too much." He said, "So where you from again?" I said, "Man, I'm from Washington, D.C." Because I was telling everybody I'm from D.C. because they did not know where Landover, Maryland is out California.
Mm-hmm.
If I say I'm from Landover, Maryland, they like, "Where's that at?"
Mm-hmm.
They like, I'm like, "Man, Washington, D.C., White House." And they're like, "Oh, all right." So then he like, "Yeah, man, D.C." I'm like, "Yeah, boo." He said, "I got meth out there?" So now he talking about meth and weed and this and that. So I'm like, I hollered at him. We said what we said, then I rolled out. So then when I get into my bunk though, the number one for the blacks, he said, "Man, what that Mexican motherfucker want?" So I said, "Man, he was just, man, hollering at me about this and that." He said, "Man, about weed prices and that." He said, "Brim Gang got pounds." He said, "You don't need to holler at him." So that was like a tug of war, like, you hear me?
They said this out of town nigga, he jive worse something.
Man, nah, for real, bro. You gotta be on your bunk at 8 o'clock in LA County Jail, bro. Yeah, you a non-affiliate, whoever dorm that is, whether it's neighborhood Crip, Harlem Crip, Brim dorm, Rolling 20s, whoever dorm that is, you gotta be on your bunk if you're a non-affiliate. 8 o'clock. I was on my bunk at 7:50. I wasn't playing with the people, you hear me? And then after like 2 days when I met the number one and stuff, he was like, "Man, y'all, you get off your bunk. Now I can move around in the joint." That showed me a love, something, and that taught me from just that was back in 2019, 2020, bro. I was young. Didn't know nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I did 4 months in LA County Jail, and that told me if you be yourself, Slim, you're gonna be good. I ain't do nothing extra, none of that, like, press to be your friend, none of this and that. I bet I was myself, bro. They accepted me all the way out Cali, bro. You know what I'm saying? A non-affiliate, and one of the LA County is one of the worst jails to be in. You know what I'm saying? They accepted me, Slim. As soon as I come in that joint, they're like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "What?" Like, "I'm from DC." They're like, "Well, I'm 9 Brim Gangs." You know, I'm like, "What?" So, you know what I'm saying? That taught me a lot, bro. They could have trashed me in that joint, but I was myself. I stood on 10.
No, for sure. I feel like a lot of people get the misconception that you either got jump in a gang car or PCL will go straight religious time.
No question, right?
Like you could just like I feel like a lot of people don't hear the part about where you could just stand on your 10 as a man type shit.
You right, Slim. That's 100% too, because they wanted to put me on. They wanted me to make me Brim Gang members. Especially after I beat up the first dude, said like, "Yeah, we about to put you on." You know what I'm saying? But they done already been teaching me stuff. What blood stand for, blood override, depression and destruction. You feel me? They teaching me certain stuff. So I'm like, nah, bro, y'all already told me if I get put on in jail, I gotta get put on again when I get home. I don't want nobody to think I need y'all to be, you know what I mean, get put on in prison. You feel me? And they respected that even more. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, if I get put on in jail, y'all gonna have to beat me up again when I get home. Y'all gonna beat me up in the back. Y'all gonna beat me up when I get home. Like, come on, bro.
A whole bunch of ass whoopers.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, but when you stood on 10, that showed them like, nah, I don't need y'all in this joint. I'm gonna do me and y'all do y'all. I respect y'all and all that. And then we, you know what I'm saying? We holler at each other, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't do that, bro. And I stood on 10 and it turned out better. You know what I'm saying? It turned out better. It turned out way better, bro.
Nah, for sure. So, what was Hazleton even like overall for you? Like you said, you getting into the game, you start catching and all that. So you catching a name and shit like that. You ain't calling home in a couple months.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas say they need them calls to get them through. You saying fuck them calls. So I feel like that's a testament to where your mentality was at that time. You feel me? Cause you had a lot of niggas like say that them calls was everything for them. You feel me? So why you feel like you wasn't even trying to call home? I know you said you was locked in, but like, you ain't missed nothing, or you feel me?
It was just a hurt feeling. I'm a family man, Slim, and to call my mother and hear her voice, and you know what I'm saying. I just like my son. You know what I'm saying. She tell me about my son, and she had custody of my son. She started taking care of my son for me. So like talking to my son, like the conversations was weird and just like quiet. And I'm like, what's up, Mari? What you doing? Nothing. You have a good day in school, boo bop? It was he going through his own stuff. You feel me? And like I couldn't deal with that, bro, because it just sent me to the moon, bro. I'm like, it just started making me mad, bro, because like here it is, I can't do nothing. Can't leave this joint, bro. I can't. He hurting out there. My mother hurting, and my peoples is hurt. I can't leave this joint. You stuck. So I couldn't deal with it. I'm like, nah, bro, I can't. I need to just fall back from that phone, bro. I don't need to know about the outside world. Whatever's gonna happen, man, God go and protect my peoples, bro. Cause I'm stuck in this joint and I gotta do what I need to do in here to get through this. You know what I'm saying? To stay focused, bro, because it's a hurting feeling when you a family man and they take you away from your family. Like it ain't so much as me. I like, you see, I start catching drugs. I'm having fun in this joint. Wherever you put me at, I'm gonna be good. At that county jail, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's about my family. That's what dogging me the most. Like, I'm good. I'm catching drugs. I'm having fun. You feel me? Like, they dog. They getting my son. I ain't giving me no conversation on the phone. So I'm like, I can't even do that. I fell back from the phone, bro. And the little female I was working with after like hollering at after 6 months, she was like, man, your mother just called me and cursed me out and told me, man, you need to call home. You ain't call home. She's like, she ain't think you. She ain't even know I was talking to you, but she asked me, did you talk to Larry? Like, yeah, I talk to Larry every day. She said, man, tell him, man, you ain't called. She like, I'm scared. Call your mother. So I was like, everybody's scared of my mother. So I called her like, what's up? She like, dang, what's up? Like, boop, bop. Man, nothing, man. I had to get in bed mode. Like, explained it to her, you know what I'm saying? And I needed that to just get to really get deeper into bed mode, because when I talk to my peoples, it's a bad, like, it could be a good conversation. We talk about you know what I'm saying? Then when I get off the phone, it's like, damn.
You still there.
Damn, bro. You feel me? Like, it's a hurting feeling, and it come with caring about my peoples. If I ain't care about my peoples, I wouldn't give a fuck. I call them right there. What's up? Feel me? Go back to I really care about my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So, like, especially my son, bro. It's like, dang, I left him out there all alone, nigga. My father died on the day I was supposed to be born. I was born a week late. I ain't never met him. So here it is. I was in my son's life. He going to my fights. We doing this. We doing that. You feel me? Like, and I just disappeared on him. You know what I'm saying? He dealing with it. I hear it in his voice. He ain't got too much to say. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I had to get deeper into that mindset of I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? And after 6 months, I started calling here and there. But in the feds, you only get at this time, you was only getting 300 minutes anyway. So calling to make sure the money here and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Just like I never been a phone dude, to be honest. That's my whole bid through the joint. You're never gonna catch me. I heard the phone first. You know what I mean? Running to the phones and all that. I don't like to be on the phone. I like to be in this joint. Do what I do in here, like, cause this is my life. This is where I live at. Like, you ain't like. When you get on that phone, it takes you out there. I don't like to go out there. Because I got like 2.5 years left. I got 3 years left. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm going to go out there for, then come back in here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when they driving this, they doing that. Then I hang up the phone and turn around. It's all dirty dudes in here. You know what I mean? Like lifers, you know what I mean? Like nothing. It's nothing. You can't even see nothing. It's all sales. Like, damn, back in here. Like, and I have to protect my mental at the end of the day. That's what I really was doing, protecting my mental, because now I know, you know what I'm saying, the mental health that I'm going through and my triggers. That's what I'm learning, my triggers of what's making me sad, what's making me depressed and stuff like that. And I had to stay away from that stuff in order to survive in life. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real shit, and I feel like that's hard and a journey for a lot of people that we all come across at like our own time is understanding ourselves.
Yes, bro.
Like we go a long time not understanding ourselves. Like you said,
bruh.
like triggers is a big word.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck gonna make me act the way I'm about to act?
No
Or
question.
instead of blaming it on me, like, nah, I'm a wild nigga. Actually seeing about what I'm doing or what's going to put me in that situation where I'm gonna become a wild nigga.
Right, no question. That's a fact. And that's what prison did to me. Self-evaluation, self-awareness. I noticed what I was capable of, Slim. With me being in federal prison and with dangerous dudes, I'm talking about drug lords, dudes that bring bodies over here from, they call the Border Brothers out Mexico and all that, you know what I'm saying? And North Cali connects, you know what I'm saying? Like different New York dudes that's on something, you feel me? And I done been around all these dudes and they all take a liking to me. Hey man, hey, what's up, man? What's up, killer man? To the death. What's up, good. After a while, like, and my celly actually, baby, put me down too. He like, man, you know how much respect you got in this joint? Because at first I'm just moving. I'm 26 years old, 27 years old in the joint, you know? And what you talking about? He like, man, dudes in here really respect you, Slim. Like you moving a certain type of way, like you a man, you going for something, and you on man time, you be hitting little drugs and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it took them, and that's when I started doing my self-evaluation of who I am and what I'm capable of. My capabilities is out of this world. Here it is. I'm connecting with drug, I'm connecting with everybody in this joint. I'm connecting with made men in the feds, Mexican mafia members, all that, and here it is. I said, dang. I'm a likable guy in the joint. I said, but I always been like this. I just never really noticed it on the streets because I got that young, dumb mentality. Oh, I'm the nigga, you know what I'm saying? But whole time, man used to do the same thing on the street. So now I'm doing that self-evaluation like we talking about. And now when I noticed it, I said, dang. I said, when I get home, I'm gonna take advantage of this. That's how we meeting right now. Because you hit me up. And hey, bro, boo bop, man, yeah, out the bop, and we sitting on the couch now because now I'm talking to the good man. I'm relating to the good man. I'm connecting with the good man. I'm networking with the good man because I know my capabilities. I learned my capabilities in prison. I'm a likable dude. People like me. That's just what it is, and it's off of me being me. So now I have to take advantage of that in a good way, not a bad way, because taking advantage of it in a bad way is me calling these connects that I met in federal prison. Gun smugglers, hustlers, and all that, drug lords, dudes from man, Mexico, send me drugs, they can do whatever. That's, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm on this though. Talking to the good men like yourself, you know what I mean, on platforms, podcast platforms, fitness, this and that. I'm using my capabilities to the better, not the worse, you feel me, not the bad. And it took for me to be in prison and stuck in prison to realize that, you know what I'm saying, my capabilities, you feel me? Self-awareness is vicious, Slim. You have to learn who you is first, what you capable of before anything else, bro. Anything else. You can't even do nothing if you don't know who you is. You know what I'm saying? That's what some people have to do. They have to just sit down and just realize who they is and what their capabilities is. You know what I'm saying? What they could do. People don't even know what they could do for real. You could do anything, Slim. Like anything, Slim. Like it ain't no possible. Sky's the limit, Slim. But you gotta put your mind to it. You gotta know what to do and stick to it. You gotta believe too. You can't live in this world without belief and hope. You feel me? If you ain't got no hope, you just gonna be down bad. Man, what you talking about? Ain't nothing going on, bro. You gotta believe and hope. Cause believing is gonna help you, man, I could do this. And the hope is gonna get you there. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If the hope is just gonna straight up, man, you know what I'm saying, keep you in line with life, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hope or believe in nothing, you dead. You gone, bro. Gone, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, self-evaluation is big, bro. Knowing yourself.
So what did you hope and believe for that kept you through your bed?
Man, to be honest, I was hoping, you know what I'm saying, that I made it home without having to do nobody in that joint. You feel me? My belief I was believing like, man, when I get home, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. I know I could do this stuff. I know I could do this stuff, Slim. I believed in myself. I said, prime example, get prime example. I started working out. Once my muscles came back, I looked in the mirror one day. I was like, bruh. I was like, oh, after getting shot up? Nah, this when I knew I was crazy. Cause everybody always tell me, Larry, you crazy, Larry, you crazy, bitch, crazy. I'm like, man, I ain't crazy. Man. And I looked in the mirror that day and my chest started forming, probably like 5 months into my bed, really hitting that. I'm like, oh. I said, I am crazy. I bounced back because I had the pictures of me getting shot in my cell, like skinny. Feel me? I saw it. So for me to look in the mirror and see like I was big, I'm like, oh yeah, my belief went all the way up. Yeah, you getting back in the boxing ring? I said, yeah, I'm getting back. Now I'm shadow boxing every day, you feel me? I believed in that. You know what I'm saying? I believed in that. And I just hoped that I didn't have to run my bed up by somebody in here playing with me or a ride kick off. It might not have nothing to do with me. My man might owe some money. You know what I'm saying? We might gotta go to war with him. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just, hey, Slim, I believed in myself, man, and I just hope for the best. Hope for the best, and I believed in myself, Slim.
Real shit, though, man. But now you said something. You was working out heavy. Didn't you say you was locked up with Mr.watchMeWork at a point in time?
No question. Yeah, that was the end of my bed out there. Hey, Slim. Oh, yeah. Man, Tay, I call him Tay. He said, so look, and it's funny, too, because I met him before we even got to prison together. So I told you.
You said you was around staying notes.
Yeah. Nah, not there, though. I met him, like, because I tell you, I'm doing the time for the gun. They put me on the news for a cold case. It's 2017. They put me on the news for a cold case, right? So I filled out the paperwork to go back to the county jail to get that over with. So I won't have to do that when I finish my fed bid, because they make you do your time in the feds, then you gotta go fight the baddie. Nah, I'm not doing that. The good man in the prison told me I could fill out the paperwork. It's called the IAD. You go back and get that done. So I went back to fight the baddie, and I ended up seeing Tay on the block. You know what I'm saying? I was showing him on the joint or whatever. I ain't know him too much then, you know what I'm saying? But he was in there. He was still fighting his case. He fighting his case. And this is how God worked. This is just crazy how all pieces be coming to the puzzle. So I see him all the man. I'm on fade workout time. I ain't talking to many dudes. You know what I'm saying? Then they dropped the joint on me. I get 6 years backup time. They gave me 6 years. And remember I told you that they gave me 10 years, all suspended with 1. I stayed on the streets for 3 years. So 3 years, 4 years. I had 6 years left. They gave me the whole 6 of my backup. So now I gotta do the 63 months in the feds was 5 years and 3 months. And they gave me 6 years out the state of Maryland, Slim. Credit me 180 days, but they ain't even crediting me my stuff. I had 6 years out the state of Maryland for probation violation. Go to the state. I'm out the state and doing me, you know what I'm saying? Dorsey run prison. Out that joint having fun and all that. And that Tay came to the block. Now he all in shape. At first he was at county jail. He wasn't all big. But he wasn't even like that shit. He came. I said, damn, this nigga looking sweet. I said, oh yeah, you gotta be working out. I was like, yeah, it's not working out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, cool. So that was a good little moment right there. So little Tay.
That's all right. Yeah, he definitely doing big shit, man.
Yeah.
Shout out MrWatchMeWork. We had him on the
question.
couch, you hear me? That
Yeah,
nigga
I saw
definitely
that,
doing
Jack.
crazy shit with the
Yeah.
workout shit now, for real.
No question.
You was in that joint doing burpees too?
No question. That was Burby King. You hear me? Like,
oh, you was Burby King?
That's what I do,
bro.
son.
Don't stamp that now.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, I've been chilling, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I've been home 17 months. I'm still figuring out my way of life. Still figuring out what to do, what not to do, you know what I'm saying? But Tay knows what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, like, anybody will tell you, like, if we did a joint at the little boxing match, we did a little joint together, you know what I mean? Boop, bop, bop, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But, yeah, I really do that. I'm going to pop back up, you know what I'm saying? I've really been getting to the money, Slim. Like,
for sure.
I've really been getting to the money, doing this little security, my man company, you feel me? This is little clothing line right here, Dime Breed, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? He ended up hiring me for a security company. Slim, my last 3 fights ain't come through, you feel me? If I don't fight, then I don't get no money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm hollering at him. He had paid me $300 to put his clothing line right here on my uniform. I put the joint on it and then end up couldn't even fight, you feel me? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Sponsors and my fights, that's how I was getting money. So, make a long story short, I told him, man, I ain't even fighting about my last 3 fights that come through. He's like, man, you want to work for my security company? I'm like, yeah. Went up there, signed the papers on Monday. I started on Tuesday, bro. Mind you, I'm getting paid for YouTube too. So now the money coming in. I'm like, kid, I'm like, oh, all right, now I'm learning how to build my credit, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't been in the gym in like a month. I've been off and on, little days off, but not like I was when I first came home. I'm doing nothing but boxing and going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? But now I got this currency coming in. Now I got my own spot. I just moved into my own spot 2 weeks ago. All legal money, Slim. Yeah, appreciate that. All legal money. I snatched my son up. My son is with me. We got 2 bedrooms. You feel me? So like, you know what I mean? I took a little break from doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna pop back out because, you know what I'm saying? I love boxing. I'm never gonna leave boxing, you feel me? But now that I got my place to stay and stuff like that,
life shit together.
yeah, I'm gonna start back working out and, you know what I mean, doing this and that, man, for sure.
Nah, and I ain't gonna lie, we was talking about that a little bit off camera, man. Your YouTube definitely been picking up steam for shit show. Like that shit banging.
Cap Assassin, shout out to my Cap Assassin.
Yeah,
That's
how
my
got the
my
chat
subscribers.
And all that.
My subscribers called Cap Assassin, Slim, man. I love my subscribers, Slim. They give me so much energy, so much life, man. They even send me money, man. Man, Cap, that's for you for telling your story, man. You know what I'm saying? To build a good fan base on that joint, and it's only gonna get better and better. You know what I'm saying? I be connecting with the men on that joint. I ain't even gonna lie. Like it goes back to like being in prison, my capabilities. I know, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at nobody funny no more. I don't care if you a square or whatever you is. I'm gonna treat you like a man. You know what I'm saying? As long as you acting like a man. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm really doing on YouTube. YouTube is almost like being in the joint because when you in the feds, you around all type of men. New York, this and that, boo boo bop. So I just be when I meet somebody, they be like, because they shout me out. They be like, bro, I'm from New Jersey, bro. I'm like, all right, shout out to New Jersey. I hit everybody back on that joint. And man, I done built a good fan base on that joint on YouTube blowing up, man. The Cuban Assassin.
For shit show, man. Show them out in your Cab Assassins.
Yeah, Cab Assassins, they gonna go crazy about that stuff. We gonna troll this joint right here. I bet our emoji is the ninja side. And with the cap, watch this joint be all in the comments. Yeah, for real.
We fucking with y'all for sure, man.
Appreciate that.
You got, cause your story, like I said, I was telling you, your story crazy, man.
Yeah.
And you charismatic person for real. Like, not a lot of people can tell their story the way you do.
That's
you
a
feel
fact.
me? I feel like people gravitate to that, and that's what's gonna help you. And I feel like that's just gonna keep you growing for shit, sure.
That's a
How you
fact.
feel me? Like you be telling some crazy
I
ass
do,
stories.
Slim.
I ain't gonna,
Oh, and see what makes it so
bro.
easy, Slim. I just be myself and I tell my story. See, this is where these dudes be going wrong at. They try to put a 10 on the 2 and act so gangster and, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was doing this and that and put so much on it, bruh. Nah, bruh. See, one thing about it, like, I just look at me, bro. I'm light skinned, I'm cool. You just ever laugh, you ever be goofy. I ain't no gangster. I just get gangster when it's time to get gangster.
Yeah,
It's a light switch, bro. I ain't gotta walk around like, you know what I mean, all this and that. It's too much going on in life. I like to laugh because I've been through a lot. I was sleeping outside. Been shot 8 times, you know what I'm saying? I ain't walking around like this and that. I want to be happy to forget about them times of what I'm going through. Life is hard. You know what I'm saying? So like, walking around like a gangster, bro, you ain't gonna get nothing from that, bro. And that's what a lot of people probably be. Listen, bro, just be yourself. Tell your story straight up how it is, and people is gonna relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do too much. Be yourself, bro, and that's just how it is, bro. Because that's what I'm a man. I'm gonna respect that. Whether you working in Wendy's or whatever the case may be, whatever you doing, and you acting like you. Oh, that's you. All right, oh, that's cool. What's up, Chime? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? They trying to be all this and that and make themselves bigger than what it is. A lot of people got vibes. Like, we get vibe. Like, Slim lying. It's going to come to you. It's like a tuition.
Yeah,
like,
for
man, Slim doing too much. I don't believe him. You know what I'm saying?
That genuineness.
Yeah, it works, bruh. That genuineness. And people could relate to the genuineness. You know what I'm saying? They love the genuineness because there's so much fake stuff going on. These content creators, they put content out on any and everything. You don't know what's real, what ain't real. So when you get a real dude, that's why my joint blowing up, because you can feel it in your stomach once. Like, oh, he telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's very, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes gonna adapt to that. People gonna love that right there.
Nah, for sure, man. The motherfucking stories. Like I said, that shit gonna catch. Like you said, the genuineness, you can't fake that. That's one thing you can't fake. And then the stories you can't fake. Something gonna be off if you try and sell them a fake story. But when you really live that shit, the story hit a little bit different. The way you tell it hit a little bit different. The details of that shit hit a little bit different. The one joke we was talking about, the craziest shit, I don't know, Shaq still in here, man. The nigga Shaq was talking about, man, when your mind stuff that hold the charger.
Yeah.
Bro.
Slim, that was the prison life for you. Slim got mine. Slim put the phone in him. The phone charger and an ounce of K inside of him, bro. And it was like, I don't even know how he did it, but what he did tell me when I first got down there, so you know what I'm saying? Because that's what dudes be doing in prison, period. You feel me? Like certain dudes.
A whole phone?
A whole phone, bro.
A whole phone.
Man, dudes is coming,
iPhone?
man, they coming through with this in them. You hear me? Like, you hear me? Put a little plastic around it. You hear me? I don't even know how to do this, bro. This hurt me right now thinking about it. You hear me? I was like,
Hey,
man, dude, like, but he ain't have an iPhone. It was worse than the iPhone. It was a thick little flip joint. You hear me? Like,
fuck, no,
bro. You feel me? Like, yeah, they see dudes be getting paid. He was getting paid to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was getting some money and some drugs. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing worth that. Like, nothing worth that. Then it got stuck on him. He had to go to the police and tell him, like, look, man, I got a phone and stuff stuck in me. Went to the jail. They pushed it out of him or however they got out of it. Then he got in trouble for that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, that was wild, bro. Black was wild.
The charger, crazy.
The charger and everything, bro. But he told me, look, when I first came down, because this is when happened in building 2. It's 4 buildings in the prison where I was at. Building 4, you go to work with these. So when I got kicked out of building 4, I went down to building 2, and when you in building 4, you go outside the jail, you go on road crew, and they be having work release. You could go work for Dunkin' Donuts and all that, but road crew dudes be bringing back cigarettes and all this and that. So boom. So when I get down to building, he was my bunkie, he right next to me. So he like, hey, yo, what's up, bruh? He like, yo, how big is some cigarettes? So, cause you know you wrap the cigarettes up a certain type of way. So I'm like, man, it's like that big, bro. I'm like, it ain't too big. He like, I gotta put a whole can of tobacco in me. I said, God. I was like, I bust out laughing. So I'm like, what? So he said, listen, I ain't got no feeling in my back. I've been shot. He said, I've been shot, so I can lay down a saran wrap and pull a whole can. He said, and wrap it up. He said, somebody could just push it in me. He said, I ain't got no feeling back there. Hey, Slim, hey, bro, I thought he was big. Now, I'm laughing and all that. He said, my man want me to come down 3 building right now. It's a phone down there. He said, I told him I could sleep with the phone in me. So, you know what I'm saying? I could sleep with the phone in me. So, the whole time I'm thinking he big. I'm like, bro, he wild, like, funny. Like, thinking he being funny. So, he like, my man got a phone down 3. He want me to come down there. He gonna pay me every night to put the phone in me. So, like, yeah, all right, bro. Phones end up coming down that joint. Them phones end up coming down that joint. He stood on his words. He was not lying. He was not, bruh. And he got caught with the phone and the phone charge and the K2 in him because some of the saran wrap came off and the little joint that hang out of him, the little pull string ain't come out. So before that, bruh, he had 2 phones in him, bruh. I would never lie, bruh. He had 2 phones. Like, niggas know about this story from Dorsey Run. He had 2 phones in him and something else. So the 2 phones was busting up too good. Yeah, them shots, he was feeling it. So he told my bunkie, right? My bunkie that sleep over top of me. He started paying them to put the phone in him, right? One night I'm chilling, and I ain't even know what was going on, because I be minding my business, but I know Black sleeping with the phones in them now, because they supposed to come hit our block. So you sleep with the phone, and when the morning come and it's all clear, they take it out. So one night I'm chilling on the bed, I'm smoking my little K2. My bunkie come back there. So I'm like, he come back there and lean on the rail. He like, ah. I'm like, what's up, bro? He sweating. So I'm like, what the fuck? He done took some dope. I'm thinking he about to overdose. I'm like, what's wrong, bro? You all right? He said, no, I got the phone in me. He a little dude too. I said, bro, you got the phone in you, bro? He like, yeah. He said, Black said I can make some money. I said, bro, you wild, he swear. I said, why would you do that, bro? He said, I got a couple bills and stuff, trying to pay my bills, bro. He can't move, so he's stuck. I felt bad for Slim. I'm like, damn, and I was mad at Black. I'm like, Black done took the phone out of him, put it in him, man. They putting phones in him. Man, he ended up getting caught with the phone, bro. The one night we sleep in the bed, it's wild, bro. This is prison life, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, this prison life, bro. And my Black was helping him push the phone in him and all that. This is like some wild stuff in this joint, but this is prison life. Dudes getting paid to do this, getting paid to do that. Like I was talking, certain dudes ain't getting no money sent in, Slim. Certain dudes been in for 20 years, 10 years, and months and ain't got no money. And this be their way to get money. Putting stuff in their butt, cleaning cells. Like, Everybody be thinking like, and then some dudes be like, oh, I'll never do that. Yeah, get in the pen. Get up in the jail. Get up in the jail. And I'll tell you, that mental capacity hit you. And nigga come to you like, yeah, hey, put this up in here for me, bro. I'll give you $200. Ain't nobody done sent you money the whole 2 years you been there. This your big break. You thinking, that dude's gonna be like, don't tell nobody, bro. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody, bro. I done seen it all. But nevertheless, right, man, that's what was going on, man. We almost got in trouble for that because the phone, bro. We sleep in the bed one night, and once Black, the joints got stuck in Black. He went and turned himself in, right? Black went and turned himself in. My celly up top on the bunk, you feel me? We sleep. Dude come through, they doing shakedowns, you feel me? Hey, y'all two get up, boom. Man, I'm like, all right, we cool. We always be tight. Ain't nothing going on, man. He lift up Slim Mattress, the phone right there. He takes Slim out. But I could have got charged with that because it's in our bunk area, you feel me? So like, yeah, son, that's what's going on in the joint, bro. It's wild, bro. It's wild. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And you get caught with them joints, Slim, you might get some more time. They give them like 5 years, 2 years.
For real, per joint?
Yeah, depending on if they want to pick up that charge or not, Slim. Yeah, you get about another 5 or 2. One of my good men still in that joint, bro. He been having phones and all that. He was supposed to been home probably like, man, 8 years ago, bro.
All our phones?
Phones and drugs, bro. Conspiracies and, you know what I'm saying? Because when it's another world in there. You getting money. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. You see how I was getting my drugs and stuff, right? So I'm getting my drugs, but I'm not trying to get no rich in this joint. I'm not, because I'm going to make my money out here. Then you got to get on the phone. You got to check the money. Yeah, what's up, man? Is that deal? They catch you doing that. They catch however you getting the drugs in. That's a RICO. You getting charged. I ain't trying to be stuck in this joint. I'm just trying to get through this joint. Because a lot of people, a couple of men too, was like looking down on me like, man, Cap getting these drugs. He ain't even doing this. Nigga, I'm trying to get through this. You know, I'm got food in my life. I got food. I got this. I got that. I'm getting high whenever I want to. I get the phone whenever, you know what I mean? Nigga, I'm doing my time the way I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be on no penitentiary rich stuff. You know what I'm saying? Running up no bag and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Then I sending the people on the streets. You send money to them. They run off with the money. Oh, shit. They run off with the money. And I don't have time for none of that. Checking no money. And then at the same time, you get certain dudes stuff on their face. Man, you might go, hey, bro, let me get this for it. I'm give it to you. I don't care if it's $25. You say you're going to pay me on Friday. Nigga, you don't have my money. I'm trying to see you. I'm trying to see you. You might go on a helicopter for what? $25. Don't you start him up for $25? Niggas playing with me and he was job big.
Niggas say he was
playing
job
with me, he
big.
was job big. You know, they had to get him up out of here. But now they look on the cameras, you know what I'm saying? And, oh yeah, Ricio went in the cell. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't have time for that, bro. So I just made my way through prison where I won't have to call home like this and that, you know what I'm saying? Do me, you know what I mean? Make my way through prison and just get home. But certain dudes don't be having no money get sent in, bro. They out here burning a lot of bridges. Then when they get put in the joint, it's like, man, don't call me for no money. You know what I'm saying? And some people ain't got it, bro. Keep putting that money on that phone and all that, man. It get real, bro. That's when you find out who your real friends is. Even your men ain't gonna be able to be there for you. These niggas ain't got no money. Your man who you with right now, you go to jail. How much money you got on him right now? You think about this. Your man he ain't got no way of getting no currency right now. So if you go to jail, what makes you think he gonna send you some money and he ain't got no money right now, nigga? The money that he do get, that's gonna be for him. Even if it's $20, $25, nigga, not nigga thinking like that because he's in a free world. You in the pen, like, nigga, it's hard out here. Niggas, especially if you ain't getting no money, then you come up and say, oh, I bet I gotta do this to get something, whatever the case may be. Nigga ain't got $25 sent to you, nigga. Ain't worth it. Ain't worth it, bro. So the people that do want to help you, their life might be in shambles right now, so they can't help you in the pit. Then some of the people you done burn bridges with, so it ain't even worth it.
Nah, for
it
sure.
ain't even worth it.
So you ever run into them situations where you sitting there, like, cause like you said, with $25, niggas ever play with your money like that?
Nah, I ain't give them the chance. That's the way it come back to me not hustling. Nah, nigga. I get somebody something like, man, that's you. And there's certain dudes that be like, man, hey, give me a little bit more. I seen you $25. Nah, it's dead. Cause I know where I'm gonna take it. I'm taking it full throttle. For store they come, you said you was gonna give me an udu and noodle. When store they come, you owe me an udu and noodle. You done went and gave all your udus and noodles to somebody else. Oh, you think I'm sweet?
That's what that demon on that shoulder starts shouting.
Calvin Larry, you think I'm sweet? So now what's up with my udu and noodle, bro? Oh yeah, you know, I had owed such and such before. Man, shut up. You hear me? I'm on him. I'm not trying to. I don't like excuses. That's what make me mad. Like, You played with me. You played with me, and then now I want some blood or whatever the case may be. So, and this was good life lessons, bro. I don't put myself in predicaments to have to do nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because in the pen, I was in dude, and for 7 years, you learn men, all type of men. These dudes is cruddy, bro. It's a lot of dudes that's cruddy. They selfish, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not gonna give nobody a chance for me have to do something to them. Cause you may not even be tough enough, but you think you can play these psychological games. So I ain't put myself, no, you can't get nothing on your face, nothing, huh? You can have that though. I will give them that. I was like, I give stuff away before I let them say that they gonna owe me. Because if you owe me, I want my bread, bro. It is $25. That's what people don't understand. He gave them $25. It was bigger than $25. Cause he said he was gonna pay him on Friday, and he paid somebody else some other stuff to get some more stuff. So now it's just like, and we all in the room together. You think we can't see this?
One big ass room.
You hear me? We all in commissary together. You think ain't nobody watching you? All right, yeah, he getting all this. All right, bet. Because you give him a little list. All right, bet. He got my chips. He got everything. All right, bet. Then we go back to the block. Next thing you know, you waiting on him to bring the bag. And you so happen to look out the joint. He looking around. He going in somebody else's cell, giving it, come out with no food. You know what I'm saying? Then he go in the cell, get high. Oh, nigga, catch this nigga while he high. Yeah, catch this nigga. Oh, look, get stuck. Yeah, so... Nah, I don't give people the leeway to do that to me, because then if I do that, it's on me. It's on me. If a dude tell me, I'm gonna give you 25, and I give it to him, knowing that I shouldn't do that, all right, nigga, beat yourself up. You don't even beat him up. Beat yourself up, because you knew it was a 50-50 chance, a coin toss, that he was gonna do that. So that's on you, bro. You don't want to be old friendly Fred ass nigga.
Nah, but shit.
So, you gotta blame yourself, Slip. You can't blame it on him at certain points when you know how these dudes moving. So if you ain't willing to take it all the way there, don't give them that, bro. And that's how I be rocking, bro. I don't give dudes chances, because I don't want to do nothing to you, bro. I don't want to do nothing to you, bro. Even though I do want to do something to you, but I don't want to do nothing to you, bro. I got to take up that with God, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
nah, real shit, though. So even in the moving, right, how you move and keep your head straight on the swivel, but to yourself, though.
What, in the joint?
Yeah, for you though, cause you already know you a wild nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? You already want to do that. You feel me? So how you keeping your head like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and just move.
Oh shit, just cool, man. I stay on me time, and that you connect. See, when you locked in that room, you gonna have a few little favors. You're gonna have a routine. Gonna be a routine. You know what I'm saying? So like working out. I'm working out all day. You know what I'm saying? I was on the block with Aunt Cannon. We on that joint working out. Shout out to Aunt Cannon. Free my man Cannon, bro.
That's when you was on the yard with Psych.
Yeah, Psych. Her Psych out there too. Me, Aunt Cannon, Psych, Slim. Slim. They was treacherous out there. Man, they was scared to death. I ain't gonna lie. They scared to death of Big Psych. But luckily, they had Big Psych on the blue side. Nah, was I on the blue side? Yeah, I'm on the blue side. Big Psych on the red side. Cause man, me and Big Psych on the same type time, bro. Like, man, what's up? Man, we ain't got this or that, man. That right there. Let me see it. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like soft oppression and all that. But we in the joint, you gotta make your way. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, bro. I was on this y'all with Big Psych and Cannon. Cannon came to my block though. Cannon was over there with Big Psych. Then he came over to the block. So man, we took man. Cannon already knew who I was whole time when I got to the yard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a guy named Alan Chapman, Baltimore homie, right? It was Anthony Jones co-defendant. Serious dudes. I'm talking about serious dudes. So when I came on the block, I got to holler him, yeah, I'm from Landover, Maryland, just come from Hazleton. You know what I mean? Boo boo bop. So he like, well, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'll be boxing and all this. Now you be boxing? Yeah, my pictures be here soon. So we went out to the yard. And when he came back in the yard, he like, man, Aunt Cannon. He said, man, Cannon, you know who Cannon is? I'm like, Shot Glizzy, cousin or whatever. He like, Shot Glizzy, folks. He said, yeah, man. He said, come out to the yard. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like in my head, cause nigga, how you know me? I'm from Maryland. I don't be out DC, you feel me? I'm like, in my head, see, after my fights, we done ran into certain situations, you know what I'm saying? Couple DC dudes and all that. You know how you get into a fight and blah, 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 and all that. So in my head, I said, one of these situations, it's people's, cause now he calling me on the yard. He like, come to the yard. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dang. Like, and how I got notice of him was Shot Glizzy mistape, right? You know what I mean? He on the joint talking real sweet and all that. He say, and I'm listening to him. I'm like, bro, bluffing like a wild. You hear me? This is my head.
So he said, and it's like he was talking to me. He said, if you want to find out who I am, you could Google Anthony T. Cannon. He said, yeah, it's the realest. So I went on my phone right then there. I was on the way to my weigh-ins for one of my fights. I put Anthony T. Cannon in the Google boop bop. Man, all that stuff popped up. I'm like, dang. Like, my man was driving. He's like, what's up, bro? What it say? I said, nah, he the real deal, bro. I said, this nigga, armor trucks, all that. I said, yeah, he the real deal. Showed my man. So I'm like, dang. I'm like, oh, all right, Slim John like official. You hear me? I get put on the yard with him. I go on this dirt. I tell Slim about me. And then he come back and say, yeah, Cannon want to talk to you. I'm like, he want to talk to me about? So I'm thinking, I'm preparing for war. I'm like, I'm about to see him. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the yard. And when I go to the yard, he like, yeah, what's up? He said, he talk real smooth, right? He said, yeah. So now I'm like, he like, you be boxing. I'm like, yeah, everybody know I box. Nigga was on there looking around. I'm thinking like somebody gonna jump me. So cause he on the other side, he between the gates. So he like, yeah, he's like, he said, man, I done heard about you do the duh. So he tell me that this is when I'm listening to him, I'm like, everything is a lie. Until he told me about when he was in Upper Marlboro and Sergeant Jackson. He's like, Sergeant Jackson showed me your fight. He said he showed me your fight when I was in Upper Marlboro. He said you knocked the dude out the ring. I said, oh, I said telling the truth. I said, yeah. I said, oh, all right. So now he telling the truth. So I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, you right, bro. So whole time he was on man time, and we end up connecting right then and there. Kinda could fight, bro. Kinda got hands. I ain't even gonna lie. So he's always be shadow boxing. You know what I mean? Working out together. Me, him. X from Mayfield, you know what I'm saying? We got locked in, bro. Yeah, bro. It was a good little group of men out that joint. Out Kane USP, me, Big Psych. It was some good men out that joint.
Oh, for sure, man. We just had Big Psych on the couch. Shout out
No
to Big
question.
Psych for
Yeah, Big Psych.
He doing big shit on YouTube and shit now
No
too.
question.
For sure. You seen that for him?
Which one?
Big Psych, you seen him getting on YouTube? You can ever picture that nigga like when you knew him?
Yeah. Nah, cause he's a funny dude. He be, you know what I'm saying?
Charismatic nigga too.
Yeah, bro, and very smart too. He's Slim ain't no dummy. You know how I think. You feel me? So like, man, I definitely could see it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you in the joint, bro, and you could make stuff happen in the joint from nothing, and you know what I mean, off of just who you is, and you could see one thing about it. I could talk to a dude and tell like where his mindset at, like, you know what I'm saying, what he capable of almost. You know what I'm saying? And man, Big Psych was always one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he is a showrunner. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna do this and that. He gonna make stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that wasn't surprising to me. I'm like, oh yeah, Slim homie doing that.
Nah, y'all damn sure gotta get on a pod together.
Yeah,
y'all
no
two
question.
niggas, that shit'll be crazy, man.
Yeah.
But nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Something else that you had talked about that I don't see a lot of people talk about is when you talking about the Black Hand.
Yeah, Mexican Black Hand. Slim, we was on the move. Cannon was over there too. We on a block with bald head little Migo look like, you know what I'm saying? Mario. Black Hand, Slim. Three. Everywhere he go, he got security. You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing happen to him. Whatever he say, go on his yard. You feel me? Like, if he say, man, look, we going to war with these dudes or whatever the case may be, he feel disrespected, bro, it's getting kicked off, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't, like, I was, like I said, I thought I was the baddest man on the planet, so I wasn't really expecting too much. Saying when I put in that them Mexicans, they serious. Like,
Hey, everybody
they soldiers,
say,
bro.
yeah, I'm
I
about to
ain't
say.
even gonna lie, they serious. Like, I did a top 5 on my YouTube of worst dangerous cars, bro. Man, a homie car first, cause we going, and the Serrano cars next, and the Serranos is the Mexican gang members. You know what I mean? They from Southern California or whatever, but that's what the Mexican mafia and all that. But them Black Hands serious, bro. Can't nothing happen to them. They gonna push the envelope. Even see, some of them abuse their power too. The Mexicans don't even they don't even be liking each other. Because he gonna make you do whatever. Hey, go give me some coffee.
Word.
They gotta go get the coffee. You feel me? You selling drugs? Oh yeah, I need 10% of that, whatever their percentage is. You know what I'm saying? They'll be oppressing their own, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So like, I done had a black hand out Hazelton got beat up by his own people. They got him up out of there. Bop, poop, pink, poop, pop. You hear me? Got him up out of there. You hear me? But now, when you do that, your family get in touch. You get in touch. It's a green light on you. Next yard, that whoever touched them, when they go to that next yard, yip. You know what I'm saying? They getting hit. The emails just go out because that's how you communicate, cell phones, emails. hey, Slim such and such did this, is agreeing on him. And they really want to make a statement because he's not supposed to get touched. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so high up that they're going to do something to your peoples. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another form of war to hurt you. Something happened to your peoples while you're in that joint, bro. You going crazy, bro. You going crazy, bro. And that happened to me, you know what I'm saying, when I lost my cousin Knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, bro, you can't lead a joint. I lost my grandmother and Nuck when I was in prison, bro. I'm talking about the door is locked, bro. Your peoples out there, they gotta go to funerals, they gotta do this, and they going through all that, bro. You can't leave this joint. You in here. You in here around some dudes that you don't even like, Slim. That's why I'm like, man, I ain't never come back in this joint, bro. I can't even be there for my peoples. I can't, like, bro, you're dogs, you, bro. Like, so, like, you know what I mean? That's how war goes. So you touch one of them who's very important, they gonna do something to your peoples out in the streets, which will hurt you more. Then when you get home, they gonna do something to you. It's some sophisticated men in prison, bro. Some sophisticated men, and you know what I'm saying? And that told me a lot, bro. They can make anything in prison. We make lights out of batteries. We make the knives out of lockers. We make a knife out of anything, for real plastic, you know what I'm saying? Out of shoe or anything, you know what I'm saying? Only thing they can't make, I sold it one day. I said, man, oh, you niggas make everything in here except for a key to the front door. I said, you make everything in this joint. I'm talking about, people be saying that the online, you know, everybody be having phones in the joint, the grills with the file underneath it. Do anything in the joint except for make a key to the front door. Now, this is when I start telling people like, dang, Slim, what if dudes was doing this on the streets in the legal aspect? You know how rich y'all would be if y'all just did this on the streets, eventing stuff, selling pictures or whatever the case may be. That's why I said, man, I'm going home. I'm doing the right thing because I got the capabilities to do it. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm like, he doing this, he doing that. Like, it's like, Slim, we put our all into the streets, bruh. Doing this, man, I'm gonna get these drugs, I'm gonna find me and connect, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna sit on this dude's house and rob him when he come out. But if you do that the right way, Slim, you will live forever, bro. What the fuck? The same way you putting all this energy to doing the wrong thing, if you do it the right way, you gonna be rich forever, bro, because you're doing the right thing. Police can't mess with you or nothing.
Yeah, but even on that, man, I feel like Knucklehead was a pivotal person out here in the DMV for shit show, man. RIP for shit show. I just found out that was your cousin when we was talking off camera and shit like that. But just knowing Knucklehead and knowing the impact that he had on the DMV and just music outside, because he had impact out in Florida and shit like that too, bro. You feel me? So like, how did that really like hit you, catching that news though?
Yeah, it's Slim. And see, I was in Dorsey Run. I was in the state camp with medium/camp or whatever when I got the news, right? And I found out the wildest way, bro. I had some cigarettes, had a whole bunch of cigarettes. I came up, feel me? So I'm in building 4. I was like, sneak over to building 3 real fast because I'm sure the homies are right over there. I used to go there, get cigarettes. You want to smoke a cigarette, you need commissary, man. I just hit the homies to keep unity, you feel me? Like making sure my homies good, you feel me? I'm on homie time in this joint. So I sneak over the joint. I sneak up in their bathroom, A and B dorm. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm Girly Bay, AK, excuse me, AK everybody in the joint. So I'm like, what's up, y'all? They're like, what's up, Kevin? Like that joint. Like, what's up? Having fun, you feel me? Just giving all the stuff out. And then Girly Bay was like, hey, Cap, you heard about your cousin with the one with the tattoos in his face? I'm like, what's up? What you talking about? I was like, what you talking about? They said he gone. I was like, what? I'm like, what, bruh? Now I'm looking at him, I'm walking up on him. I'm like, what you talking about, bro? So in my head, my whole bed. I'm like, bro, that's one of my worst fears in the world, bro. I said, man, my cousin gonna die. Because, bro, he in the streets. Man, nigga, I was just in the streets. I just got hit up. Boom, boom, boom. I just got hit up. Then sent to prison. I know what come with it now. I'm visualizing it in my cell, and then this nigga just like me, he ain't scared of nothing. I'm talking about nothing. Outlaw nigga like nothing. Like, nigga, I'm talking about nothing. Trying to go at whoever, whenever, what. Nigga, I do whatever I want to do. He got that mindset, and he don't know how to control it. Because I didn't know how to control it on the streets. It took me to get sent to the feds to control that dog in you. If you don't know how to control that dog, nigga, you gonna lose. Because you're gonna be too loose. You're gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. I got in my head that I'm gonna lose my cousin, bruh. So when he said that, I'm like, it happened. So I'm like, somebody killed my cousin. And he was like, He was scared because he thought I was like something. He like said it was an accident or something. Bust out crying, bro. I was like crying like yelling like crying. So that's when like middle of crying and stuff. I'm like, dog, my mother ain't even said nothing to me. I'm like, they trying to hide it from me. So I'm like, bro, I'm gone, y'all. I'm gone, bro. Everybody like, keep your head up, cap. Go to building 4, shoot back to my building. Go right upstairs, get on the phone, boop, bop. I'm like, as soon as the phone rang, I was like, Mom, what happened to Josh, Mom? So she like, man, I told your sisters you find out. I'm like, what happened, bro? She was like, he passed away, a car accident. Dang. Like a car accident. Tell me the situation. It was like, kill my cousin, Slim. He was in the street. Somebody did something to him, Slim. Oh, that'd have been the first thing on my mind. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do push-ups when I get home. Crush this. I just like it'd have been like that. So him dying from that natural causes, car accident, on the door, shit. You feel me? Really like, all right, bro, at peace. He was going like, I'm mental. How do you see I am? Yeah, he the same way. He the same way. Like we got mental problems. His father passed away. He never really was the same. You feel me? My father, I never even met. Never been the same since I came up. So like we both had our own little dealings of in the streets of doing stuff to niggas that shit haunt you and stick with you, even though on the surface we look cool. We having cold sweat nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I talked to him about that I ain't never talked to nobody else about, but I understand him. I understand his pain. You know what I'm saying? And for him to leave, bro, I was like, that part of God's plan. I was about to leave. Feel me? He ain't got no more pain, and I don't have to worry about this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought somebody was gonna do something to him. You feel me? But that situation right there, bro, that really made me get out the streets, bro. It's two things in prison that made me say I'm not going back to the streets. It was them putting that cold case on me and that joint getting dropped. And then it was the icing on that cake was nut, bro. Because here it is. If you smart, you want like see the results of the streets. You feel me? Because here it is. I'm one of the best boxers on planet Earth. I'm boxing. I'm knocking people out. I'm doing it about bop. He's one of the best rappers on earth. You feel me? I'm in the streets going hard. He in the streets going hard. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, right? We in the streets. We doing us. We outlaws. We having fun. We doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nice guns and all that. Here it is. The results of the streets. I ended up getting sent to prison. Where I got shot first and almost killed. Then sent to prison. Bro, I went on a lick. Hit a jewelry store. Got away from the jewelry store. The car got clipped on the end. Boosh. That's results of the streets. Prison. Death. You won't get either one. Don't matter when it's going. It's just all about the timing. You might get it a year from the streets. It might get it 2 years. Might get it 10 years. It's going to catch up. It ain't no other way around it. There ain't no retirement from the streets, bruh. Especially when you really into it. You know what I'm saying? Living like an outlaw. Like, I don't care about this. I'm like, nigga hit a jewelry store. It's like a sweet in that joint. They was breaking. I saw the joint when I came home. I was looking at it. Dude, you get on the ground. Like, I'm watching the show. I'm like, oh, this nigga looking sweet. This is crazy. You hear me?
This nigga crazy.
How you go? How you go? He ain't scared of nothing. When in the people shit, you ain't scared of nothing. But look at the results of it. The results, bruh, and all these young rappers, man, if you rapping, if you doing, bruh, rap, bruh. Talk about what you've been through. Talk about your pain and what you going through, bruh, because the streets gonna take you down. It ain't no other way around it, nigga. Who beat the streets? You know what I'm saying? These niggas can rap. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes that can rap. He one of the best ones. He gone. They still ain't, these other home team rappers ain't even learned off his situation. Like, dang, they going on licks and moves too. They going on licks and moves too. Like, oh yeah, that just happened to Nuck. Like it can't happen to them. Come on, bro. We gotta learn. You gotta look at the situation and learn from it, bro. If you just look at the situation like, oh, all right, that happened to him. Can't happen to you. You tripping. What makes you think that? These niggas still going on moves and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna have a rap party in heaven. You keep playing.
Nah,
Cause there ain't no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that situation right there touched me hard. I took it, but I also grew from it. You know what I'm saying? Like Nuck was going through a lot, man. Ain't no more pain. You know what I'm saying? Long live Nuck.
Nah, so I'm just trying to lay this out, right? Just to even put you in this place, right? Right before you come home, because we was also talking about how hard it is to make it home.
Yeah.
So here you are. You done got shot in the head. You done got shot twice on 2 separate occasions.
What?
You tried to kill yourself. You in jail. You almost OD. You feel me? Motherfucking, you feel me? You done had your situations with everything else. You feel me? Nuck die. What's your mentality coming out like, what am I about to do? Because that's a lot of shit, you feel me? To come in and really had to go through it and tough through and really come out here to be where you at right now and still be sitting on the couch right here. So what was your mentality coming through last year going into the halfway house?
Man, bro, it was really doing what I'm supposed. Like I said, man. First and foremost, my first thing was on my body. Everybody, straight up. I get in that ring. That was my first joint. You feel me? So then, like I heard about the podcasts and all that. I started preparing for my release. See, this is what certain dudes don't be doing, and that's why they feel when they get home. I started preparing, even though I'm smoking K and all that and working out. I'm preparing for my release. I wrote a book in prison on my life, how I started off, all that. You know what I'm saying? Wrote a book. You feel me? I came up with an idea to do a podcast. Was really real out here podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's my channel that's going up. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm gonna get back in the boxing ring. I said I'm gonna do fitness. 4 joints. I said, man, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get currency off of. This how I'm gonna win right here. And I wrote down all my stuff in a book. You know what I mean? Wrote it down. I got a whole bunch of stuff, papers and all that. I done showed it on the internet before. They like, damn, like I got notebooks of my book. You know what I'm saying? I started preparing to come home. So I just wouldn't come out here and be like, what am I about to do now? You know what I'm saying? Because certain dudes do that. They do their time and don't prepare for when they get home. So when you get home, you don't even know what to do. So, man, I told myself, man, I said, I want to do fitness. I said, I want to box. I said, I want to do the podcast. And I just want to tell my story. I'm going to turn up on social. Feel me? And I did that. It didn't go always as planned. You know what I mean? I had my hiccups and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like my boxing career, point blank. I got off house arrest. They put me on house arrest January 10th. I got off house arrest March 26th. You feel me? And I had my first fight September 14th, Slim. 6 months later, whoop the dude. Pop, poop, pink, poop. You know what I'm saying? Got him up out of there. Looked sweet. Got the 8-0. I'd have been shot in the head and all that. So I'm like, bet. I'm getting a fight next month. So now I'm looking for fights next month. Fights ain't come through. There ain't nothing really on the board. So I bet. So January come around. And they put me on the news, Slim, for Merlin's Most Wanted.
That's when the marshals was looking for your ass.
Yeah, Merlin's Most Wanted. Here it is. I've been home this whole year doing nothing but right. I don't be in the streets or none of that, bruh. Now the police gonna come and attack and they put me on a joint, put the cold case back up there, trying to sabotage my name.
5 and all that.
I'm like, Mo, they tripping. Like, and it was all over, changed the address whole time. You feel me? Like, my PO did it, you know what I'm saying? But it was a little misconstrued stuff going on. But nevertheless, Slim, you ain't had to put me on the news. Merlin's Most Wanted, like I'm running from y'all and all this and that, you know what I'm saying? But here it is. They trying to attack me, Slim. What I tell you when I'm in them interrogation rooms, yeah, eat me up, you know what I mean? All this, it goes. That ain't over with.
Repercussion from the young nigga.
That ain't over with, dude. Detective E. Rich coming out the Hazleton Penitentiary. I'm all this and that. Yeah, this is what that do. So now, I blamed myself, you feel me? Because now they on their get back. It's just like a grudge, you feel me? Now, we gonna get you. We don't care how good you change your life or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that was a little hiccup in the road. You know what I'm saying? End up going in there for a week. They let me home. They released me on house arrest. So then I got a fight in April. You know what I'm saying? And the fight ended up getting called off in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So $8,000 worth of tickets. You know what I'm saying? So like that joint got called off, man. Next fight got in June, man. The whole car got shut down a week before the fight. So now boxing ain't going how it's supposed to be going. Now I'm dog because there ain't no currency coming in. I want to box, I want to fight. So that's when I started turning up on my YouTube. You know what I mean? My men like on that my subscribers like, man, post a video every day. That was my fight was in June. I started posting a video every day. By July, big check came. And the most money I got, I said, dang, what the hell? So I said, I'm on it. What's up, man? It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin. I'm coming up. You hear me?
Now,
I'm on YouTube.
your channel shot up fast.
Hey,
as
Slim,
a
so
bitch.
now I'm on that because here it is. I prepared for it in the joint. Now, because I got 4 different joints. All right, the box network and go to the podcast. All right, bet I'm on the podcast now. Boom, that joint blowing up. You feel me? Then I did something unthinkable was getting a job. Because I was, people was telling me when I first came, you should get a job. I ain't getting no job. I ain't working for nobody. That's the first thing come in my head. I ain't working for nobody the whole time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That really helped me get my spot a lot. You know what I'm saying? Getting a guaranteed check every 2 weeks. Nigga, what? On top of my YouTube. So now I'm booming. I'm good. I'm like I feel like the plug from El Chapo. You know, like he just dropped a ton on me. Like, cause now I got these hours going in in work, and I got the hours going in on YouTube. Watch hours, man. It's all adding up. Now I got the lane. I don't even need boxing, but I'm gonna do boxing. That's gonna be extra money. They just offered me $5,000 for a fight like 3 weeks ago. So now I got the boxing I could just do on my time. You know what I'm saying? That came from going to back what you just said. How did I prepared for this? I prepared for everything, Slim. I prepared for everything. Then I got out here and I'm learning. I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know I worked the internet at first. I ain't know I worked YouTube. I ain't know I worked this. You know what I'm saying? So I did all that myself. I learned it through cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? 17 months home, it helped me. I got my own spot. You know what I'm saying? I got currency coming in. I got to take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? So like, I prepared for everything out here, even the bumps, the ups and downs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what life is. It ain't never gonna be all good. It ain't nothing never gonna be all good, no matter how much money you got or nothing, bro. It's a roller coaster. And you gotta take your good with your bad. So while I was in prison, that last little bit, after all that, going through all of that, you know what I'm saying? That really gave me the strength to do what I needed to do. Gave me the focus, the drive, the energy. Cutting up, gone. Almost overdosing. Get this, that. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing. Cause I'm not coming back in this joint. I ain't coming back in this joint. I know I'm a horse in here. I would knock out the warden. Real life. You know what I'm saying? Because like I ain't doing what you say you want me to do. If it comes down to I'm gonna clip him. Boop, bop, ping. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? So like everything, I didn't see, I used all of that to fuel me. It was like putting gas in the car. That was all my gas, Slim. Now when I hit home, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm working out, I'm going to the gym 3 times a day. I used to go to the gym 3 times a day. I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't getting paid for that. I ain't paying for this. You know what I'm saying? I started doing my little fitness, working out, people here and there. You know what I'm saying? So like, it all was a learning experience, but I prepared for it, Slim. And that's what these dudes don't be doing in the joint. They don't be preparing for it to come home. They just be in the joint, watching TV, passing time. If you watch TV, play them card games and all that, bro, you're not doing nothing but passing time. So what, you gonna come out here and be a professional spades player? You know what I'm saying? So like, Nick can't say I never played cards. I never watched TV. If I was working out, shadowboxing, doing my little push-ups and stuff like that, or taking a break, hitting some little K, and then I'm going back to working out. I'm doing something that's gonna better me. My whole bid, bro. My whole bid, it was like I was preparing. It was like a university. It was a college. I was studying. I was reading books. You know what I'm saying? That make me smarter. You know what I'm saying? Learning stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I never even knew about. You know what I mean? Like, dudes don't like books. They gonna love books in the joint. That joint like a movie. A DMV. Hey, bro, you got another book, bro? Your 3 weeks lockdown? Niggas don't like reading out here, man. You won't read a book in the joint. It's gonna be a DVD on them 2 weeks lockdown. You know what I'm saying? So like, I did certain stuff, bro. I was reading and I just prepared, bro. And cause at the end of the day, you wanna know something, Slim? If I'd have been in there playing cards and just passing the time, the courts would have won off of that. That'd have been the courts. Yeah, he got 7 years. He ain't do nothing with his 7 years. He just came home. No, y'all helped me. I appreciate y'all. I thank both of the judges for giving me the 5 years, then the 6 years, because now y'all prepared me for this. So that's why I'm sitting right here talking to you. Man. They'll sit right here. I'm thanking them. Because I used it, Slim. I used it. I needed it. Because I was a villain. It took for me to get caged to really settle down and, like you said, we was talking about earlier, be appreciative of certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I prepared, bro, my whole 7 bid. It wasn't even just my last shit. It was my whole bid. I prepared, I planned. And I said, I'm gonna do this and that, man. And that's what happened, Slim. I stuck to it.
Oh, that's real shit though, man. Because recidivism rates is a real thing though. Like,
No
you
question.
feel me? I feel like a lot of people, like you said, but it's hard to train your mind though. You like you said, man, you dealing with riots, you dealing with slinging locks in that motherfucker, pushing knives. To train your mind to keep yourself in that mentality while also training your mind for after this world.
No question.
It's hard.
It is, Slim. Dang, you just made me think about it. It is, Slim. And see, you want to know something, Slim? Rob man was in 7 years. I went through that for 7 years. I still got that in me. I still got prison on me, bruh. I'm still lunching, bruh. Because I don't like being around a bunch of whole dudes. I don't like club vibes. If I go somewhere, my man do the security. He like, you know what I'm saying? Metro Tech security, you feel me? Bonds. You feel me? He on. Come on, we going here, bro. My fights, my weigh-ins, I got security around me. I don't like a lot of people around me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in the store by myself, nobody is standing behind me with just me straight ahead. I always turn sideways so I can see behind me, see him, because like I done seen dudes get hit from the back, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm still institutionalized, man. I'm institutionalized, and I got good ways and bad ways to institutionalize, you know what I'm saying? PTSD, you feel me? When I hear something drop on the floor, you feel me? Say it's like some metal or something, I'm like somebody got a knife. Who the fuck got that knife? You feel me? Because in the joint, if some metal fall, you don't hear metal hit the floor. If metal hit the floor in the joint, that means somebody got a knife. You don't hear that. Bing, bing, bing. So when I hear that, I'm like, oh shit, who the fuck is that? I'm like, I'm in that McDonald's or something here. Something hit the floor. I'm like, who got a knife? I'm like, who got a knife? So I still traumatized, and you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of good that come with that. Because it keep me on deck. It keep me focused. It don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot going on in this world. You have to be on your 10s and toes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, ain't nothing sweet out here, bro. People going crazy. Like, I done watched videos of people just walking down the street, somebody coming, stabbing them, you know what I'm saying? So it keeps me aware of my surroundings, bro. At any time, I think in my head, anything can happen, bro. We in this joint right now, somebody get to tripping or something. I'm prepared for that. All right, bet I gotta fight for my life. You feel me? Like, it really, like, and this is what I be thinking too, like, damn, like, when it's gonna come off of me? You know what I'm saying? I was just venting to somebody the other night, you feel me? Like, I was in prison for 7 years. I'm home for like 17 months, you feel me? I'm like, I was complaining about like my mood swings and this and that, because I be fighting depression and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Of just, it's hard trying to figure out life out here, you feel me? When you've been used to 7 years. And mind you, like you said, when did I really get in my bed? That was my 3rd month. I learned how to do this. I learned how to do that. Now I got the prison life down pat. You know what I'm saying? They can send me to another prison. All right, bet. I'm going to get in this joint. I'm start working out. I'm going to go post up on the wall, put my glasses on, and I'm going to see where everybody like to do, who like, the nigga like to use that phone. I'm going to see him stashing his knife over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I got glasses on the whole time. I'm looking at the nigga over there, you feel me? But I got my glasses on placing this way. So I learned how to scale the boards, do this, do that. Now here it is. Now, all right, I'm king of this. Cool, I got this on deck. And I get drugs in this joint, all that. Now here it is. They like, nigga, go home. Now I'm in a big old world. Now I got to figure out how to do that out here. I'm like, damn. It's so many opportunities and stuff like that. Now, all right, you ain't in the joint no more for 7 years. That's what I was used to. A room, niggas in here. Now you out here with 1 billion some people, a bunch of opportunities, and now you have to figure out to do out here. That shit is discouraging, Slim, because sometimes it's gonna get hard. It's gonna get like, man, this ain't working, that ain't working, and it get discouraging. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's hard, but this is why I be telling dudes, ain't what is easy. You show me something that's easy, and we all gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff becomes easy after you master it and you learn it, you know what I'm saying? And time go on, you feel me? Cause like, dudes be wanting to get some drugs real fast, a kid coke, pounds of weed. All right, once you get that, you gotta build your clientele. Hey, yo, man, I got this. Hey, yo, I got the weed. Hey, yo, I got the coke. I got the weed. You're going to have to build that clientele. That ain't easy. Like,
then you might call a nigga like your ass is going back there.
It comes with that, exactly. Dudes in the streets that might take it from you. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't even getting money. I'll be telling now, I'll be like, man, you hustling to go to jail, nigga. You know that, right? He like, go ahead, bro, I'm getting it. I'm like, yeah, you getting it. But as soon as you get caught, nigga, you gonna use that on commissary money. You gonna use that for a lawyer. And a lot of dudes only be having lawyer money. So like for real, you doing this shit backwards, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, you gotta stay focused, bro. Like with that right there, you feel me? Like it's hard. It is hard adapting to society after being in prison for 7 years, bro. But at the same time, if you want better, you gotta do better. It's gonna keep getting better and better. You feel me? Ain't nothing worth going back there though. Ain't no arguments with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't even argue with people. If you get to yelling at me and we got a disagreement, all right, bro, you got it. I'm stepping off. And you know I like to fight. I like to do this now, but I'm not doing that. I'm not like taking like hit you or we do this and that. Cause the argument ain't nothing but who gonna hit who first. That's all the argument is. Nigga, no. You going back and forth. Y'all ain't doing nothing that's going to settle the issue. So I bet you got that. I'm gone. I could live with that. I could live with that. Now, what I can't live with is whipping my knife out or whipping the gun out and doing something to you, then go to prison and be like, damn, what that was over? We was having an argument. You know what I'm saying? Niggas going to jail for arguments. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta adapt, bro. Like, I prepared for this though, and I want this, so it ain't too hard to be honest. Once you been through all that, them knife fights and all that, almost ODing and all that, trying to get food and this and that, bro. Like you can't just be out here like how you know what I mean? Grateful. You know what I'm saying? Even though you do need living expenses and all that, but you need that in there too. Mm-hmm. You either gonna be broke out here or broke in there. And being broke in there is worse. When like I said, nigga, you trying to go to $25 bag, you ain't getting nothing but a couple oodles and noodles, honey bun and something else. Out here, you just going, you know what I mean? Make it wait, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this at the end of the day, you gotta want better, bro. These niggas don't be wanting better, bro. You gotta want it, bro. You can't just, you know what I mean, hope for it and this and that. You gotta want it. And when you want it, that's when you want kids stay focused and stay in that lane right there.
Nah, real shit though. So even moving forward, man, I'm glad that you're moving into your I'm glad that you're moving into your actual journey. You finding yourself with it, man. Something that you had spoke on recently too is how Diddy gonna fare in the paperwork.
Yeah,
how
man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
How you feel?
Man, when Diddy hit that compound, bro, see, they been playing with him so much, you feel me? People don't know how serious this is. So when I got him going to a FCI or a pen. Feel me? His paperwork is no good. He's gonna have to pay. New York dudes don't even his paperwork. He got they say great Cassie. He beat her up. Well, that's all on the video. You know what I'm saying? He done beat her up on camera and stuff like that. He got sexual trafficking. No, he did not get found guilty of it, but it's in his paperwork. See, people don't know about this paperwork thing. Paperwork is your whole case right here. They're gonna read it. The jail inmate reads it. He looks over it. He see everything that he was charged with, what it was said, what the lady said he was doing. And dudes do not like his charges. You feel me? Whether he beat him or not, he gonna have a hard time in prison. First and foremost, if you walk into the penitentiary, bro, he gonna have to pay his way straight up. And they might not even want his money. They might just tell him, nah, man, you got roll. You feel me? But smart man that been in for years and stuff like that. This Diddy, all right, Diddy, look, man, just go ahead and send us $5,000 here. You gotta give us $5,000 a month, something. He getting it stored straight up. Ain't no other way around it. He gotta pay his way because them charges is not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes that be in prison, you know what they say? Man, he could have did that to my sister. He could have did that to my mother. And there's some dudes that's in prison that mothers in them got dad assaulted and stuff. So when they see dudes like that, nah, man, he a punching bag. He a human punching bag. That's why I said, like, when we locked in rooms with dudes like that all day, as soon as you get mad, you like, man, look at Diddy, bro. Hey, Diddy, come here. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas ain't doing
it. Man, you gotta be messed up, bro. Like, hey, you go beat him up like he beat up Cassie, bro, because it ain't respectable. Like, this nigga, like, he was just doing this. He got discharges, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not respectable, bro. Ain't nobody just gonna overlook that. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they getting paid. And even when you get paid, like, it's like, yeah, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, but, yeah, he gonna have a hard little time.
Nah, shit show, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you don't think he got enough money to make sure his shit cool, bro?
Oh, yeah, he got enough, yeah, because he gonna have to pay. Yeah. Yeah, the more he pay, the better it's gonna be. Yeah. The more he pay, because, see, this is how it is. See, when you walk into federal prison, bro, you ain't got nothing but this on in your stuff. So as soon as you walk in there, whoever car you getting in, New York car, you from New York. So the New York dude's gonna be like, oh, Diddy in this joint. Homies gonna be like, oh, Diddy in this joint. Everybody gonna be like, Diddy in this joint. The New York people gonna walk up to him. Gotta have a discussion off the top. The discussion is not coming tomorrow, the 2 days. It's coming as soon as he walk in the joint. As soon as he come, hey, bro, Diddy in this joint. Oh, no, we got holler, son. No, hey, yo, son, what's up, Diddy? Yo, what's up? Like, she was lying about this, she was lying about that. Look, fellas, he better be smart. If he's smart, he gonna be like, look, I'm sending you 10 grand right now. Let me get on this phone. Is there any phones in here? So, 10 grand a month. You got oodles and noodles and any other stuff, you know what I mean? You go flat out. And they gotta be able to, the number one, because it's the number of the car, they're gonna be like, all right, listen, y'all, we're gonna let Diddy in the car. You're gonna pay us 10,000. You get 1,000, get 1,000, get 1,000. We can do this, we get drugs, do that. Other than that, if they don't even want him or want to accept him, he's got to leave. Go to the hole. Did he go ahead, roll out? No, roll out. We don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? But he got so much money, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I stored him. If I was in the joint, he come in that joint, New York car, don't let him in there. Hey, Diddy, you want to come here? Come here, I'll let you, homie.
Oh, you ain't making him roll it up. You like, fuck it, yeah.
Nigga, you got 10 bands, you got 5,000. The homie say, homie, let's let Diddy in the car. The homie sale up here open. The homie's gonna be with it. We gonna get 5,000, 10,000 from him a month. That's what be going on. It's a way. Nigga, we ain't gonna be friendly with him or nothing like that. You just giving him a sale, getting a little, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let him have his little Diddy parties upstairs, whatever he want to do. You know what I mean? He paying his way. And you know what I mean? Like, what's up, Diddy, all day, man? I ain't fuck with you, Diddy. No, nigga, pay that bread, get your ass in your shit.
Nah, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Ass on bunk at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, or anything else is uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it go back. This is how you make bread in the joint, bro. Especially in them federal FCIs, and them niggas been in for 10, 15, 20 years. That's a cash cow. That's a cash cow, bro. That's how dude's gonna make some money, bro. And that's the only way he gonna be protected. Because if he paying us $10,000 a month, don't nobody touch him. Let him do him. You know what I mean? He gonna stay out the way. He gonna be chilling, doing his little phone or whatever. He might get some cell phones in there for us and all that. Like, this is bigger than the plan. You know what I'm saying? And then I ain't even gonna talk on the case, but it was just wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff they tried to put on him. Like, we could see clear as day what they was doing. You know what I mean? He made somebody mad out here. I think they said the people over the liquor deal. It was the liquor, something about the liquor. He sued somebody or something, and then all his secrets came out. Everybody knew about Diddy, bro. No. Everybody knew about these parties. Everybody talking about don't go to Diddy parties and all that. And then soon as a situation happened, his secrets come to light. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been knew about it, though. So that come back to the government. You know what I'm saying? They wicked, Slim. When they want you, they want you.
No, for sure, man. But we want to see how this time fare out, though, bro. But something that I was also curious about is, man, you been out there, you done seen... You said you seen Roach throw his first punch.
Hell yeah. I grew up in the gym with Roach. We was at Fit to Fight, right? We had Fit to Fight out Branch Avenue. So I'm in the gym one day. I'm in that joint training. And I see some people walking. I go, all right. So his who is Bernard to Roach? I think it's his uncle or something. Or grandfather or something. I forgot. But it's a dude named Bernard Roach. Used to train us, and you know what I'm saying? I'm training with him and Andrew Cancel. So we in the gym, and Roach coming to the joint to get signed up. So I look over the joint, Bernard teaching him how to throw the jab and stuff. So I'm like, all right, this probably like, I don't even remember what this was. This was back in the day, and like probably like, I had to be like 15. Yeah, I'm like 15 years old. So it's like 2005, I think. You feel me? Like 2005, 15 years old. He come in the joint. He learned how to box and stuff. He started turning up. Fit to fight. He started turning up, started fighting. His father, Lamont Roach, in the joint. Lamont Roach, you know, he is his coach right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga used to come in the gym and sit down. He wasn't no coach then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no holding pads and none of that. You feel me? So as time go on, I end up getting into the streets, leaving the gym. Boom. So I went to prison. When I'm in prison, bruh, man, this boxer promoter sent me pictures of Roach with a belt and all that. I was like, bro, I got a belt? I'm like, this little Roach? I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, he looking sweet. I get the shadow boxing right then and there. Like, if he do it, I know I can do it. That gassed me up. Seeing him and Swift, Jerry Hurd, Slim. I used to fight on the cars with Jerry Hurd. Jerry ended up getting the belt when I went to prison and all that. I actually saw Jerry fight on TV, bro. When they took me in, I lost trial September. I probably saw him fighting on TV in November, bro. And I mean, we got the sales in the TV. Moopy from DC. He was like, hey, Cap, hey, the fight's on, boxing on. So I'm like, I had my own TV. I turned the joint on. This Jerry Heard, bro. Same dude I was just fighting with on the same cars, bro. I'm like, oh, Jerry fighting on TV, bro. Stop crying, bro. I'm like, that's supposed to be me. It is. I ain't even get my time yet. I just lost. I'm about to get time, bro. This nigga fighting on TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? So him and Roach. So Roach, when I came home, Roach, I hit him up. We hit each other up on IG or whatever. He followed me. So, you know what I'm saying? So when I got my podcast, I threw my podcast joint up. He was like, bro, I want to be one of the first ones you interview on that joint. So I was like, all right, got you, Slim. He was like, yeah, fit to fight for life. So I was like, yeah. So then I'm on house arrest. I see him fight Tank. So, you know, I grew up with Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty started before Roach. You know what I'm saying? Then Roach came a little bit after. So I'm like, oh, they about to get it in. You feel me? And they did their thing. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing. But Roach, I like, man, his little story inspired me because I saw him when he didn't even know how to punch, bro. Like, I'm talking about he coming to the gym with his father. Then that's what I told Big Lamont, too. I said, bro, you know, I used to see you sit down in the gym. Now I see you holding the pads, looking sweet. Boop, 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 boop. Your coach got the IQ. Yeah. I'm like, dang, Slim, y'all look sweet, Slim. That's y'all like a good look, and that inspired me. That really inspired me to work out even more on that joint, bro. I real I got the pictures of him with belts. Nigga that I started before him. I'm nationally ranked before him. Like, he come to the gym, he like, Larry, what's up, Larry? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Da. Know his whole family, like, we all cool, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Roach, bro. He did that. Everybody who I grew up with, bro, they did that, bro. But, see, they got their fathers, though. And dudes got, Javante ain't had no father, but he had Calvin. Dudes had certain dudes in their life where, like, I got you, know, you doing this. I ain't had that. I didn't have that. I didn't know what that feel like. So, can't nobody really, you know what I'm saying, judge me or say, like, you know what I mean? Because, nigga, you didn't know nothing about my path. Y'all niggas got y'all fathers. Y'all nigga, I don't know what my mother was going through or what, you know what I mean? So, like, I went my route. They went their route. Everybody went their route. Everybody get their time to shine. I'm shining now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure, man. Shout out Roach and Tank, man.
Yeah, no question.
Ain't gonna lie, they both been doing big shit, though.
Yeah, them the homies. Hey, Tank, look, Tank. When I got shot up, right? Merle, when I got shot up, so mind you, on 7-0, I'm in the hospital, boom. So I don't get on my phone. I'm on my phone one day, and I don't even know how I came past. I saw Tank, Instagram popped up, and he was on FaceTime with Floyd. This at the time, he not signed with Floyd, but he out there. So I go to his page, I'm like, dang, I'm saying, oh, Tank out Vegas with Floyd. And he had a whole bunch of hunters, and Floyd had a whole bunch of hunters in front of his face, right? And Tank was smiling on the joint. He was like, this how Floyd Mayweather wake me up. Man, that was a crybaby like shit. I started crying right there too. You know? I used to cry like a motherfucker. I said, dang, Tank out there with Mayweather. I'm like, dang, bro. I was like, hey, Slim, I'm shot up in the hospital. Shot up. I was just out there doing this and that, bro. I'm like, damn, shot up this nigga out. I was like, dang, that shit dogged me. Like, at them times, it dogged me because I'm like, dang, what you doing, bro? Like, that's supposed to be me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really fight. You know what I'm saying? I've been around, I fight. They just stuck with it. They just kept going. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of dogged me a little bit at that moment. But I use it as strength too and motivation after the fact. You know what I mean? We're going to be weak for a moment. Then we go ahead and bounce back. You even got to be strong in your weak moments, though. So that just cool. But all their stories, y'all like gave me inspiration and motivation. Like, cause I know if they could do it, I could do it. And I see them right now. They was walking this joint right now. I'm like, Lord, what's up, bro? You crazy? Motherfucker, I heard about you. Like, hey, what's up, nigga? Hey. You know what I'm saying? It's the love still there and all that. Everybody go their own way.
No, that's real shit, man. Shout out to them, man. And shout out to you for real, man.
Appreciate that.
Man, it was a pleasure having you on the couch for your first introduction, man. Yeah. Let the people know where to follow the Cuban Assassin so they get on that Cap Assassin
no
game.
Question.
You heavy.
Man, the YouTube, right, you can put in my name, Lurie Recio, last name Recio. It's going to come back. What's Really Real Podcast, professional boxing. Right now it's at 14.k subscribers. Man, my IG, the Cuban Assassin. You can put in Lurie Recio for that too. Lurie, Larry, last name Recio, Recio. They got the blue check on the joint, you know what I'm saying? Them the two joints I'm
pushing right now. You know what I'm saying? And you can put in Larry Riccio on anything. It'll pop up my TikTok and all that, man. Larry Riccio, everything, man. Follow the story, follow the journey. Man, I appreciate you for having me here, bro, man. Shout out to everybody in life, man, that's going through something, trying to get through something, man. Just stay strong, Slim, man. Life is hard, Slim, you know what I mean? And when you take your bad with your good, you be all right. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta stay strong and know things gonna get better, man. Shout out to the men in the streets trying to find a better way. You know what I'm saying? Just know, man, doing the right thing, man, is better than doing the wrong thing, you know? Like, I can't stress that enough, bruh. The streets is dead. The streets is washed up. It's only a matter of time before you get caught up with some bullets in you or going to prison, either one. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all probably cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna have to touch that stove. Like, cool, all right, I did. You know what I'm saying? So just giving game, bro. I pray for everybody, bro. Everybody have a good mind. A good New Year's, man. Start preparing for y'all New Year's, man. Shout out to y'all.
No, for shit show, man. Get up with us on Big Mouth Media too. Big Mouth Media headquarters and Big Mouth Media on YouTube, man. We're on a 200K campaign on IG, 100K campaign on YouTube, and a 100K campaign on TikTok, man. I appreciate you again, my boy.
Question.
Man, we catch you on the next one. We out.
Question.